that I didn't.
God, I was trying to work. I can't understand why my calculator just stopped working. It doesn't add up.
I thought you were going to say something else. Welcome, episode 21.
Oh, I thought you were.
Bros, Bumps, and Beers.
It's not episode 20.
It's like,
I was like, oh, Pat, we're going to
I love it when Jordan interrupts the fucking intro.
well, the intro's damn long.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Well,
because you can never just power through. Like,
Anyways, I am
long
the
now.
EST of Triple B, Pat Gagne, with me pretending to know what he's talking about, Matt Tooties Gagne.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
And of course, with us always as well, the producer, Jordan, the Jackhammer, Schofield.
I got beer on the mic pop.
Yeah, you licked it. That was sexy.
Hey guys, sup?
What's up? What's
going on?
What's going on?
Tell me.
I want to see if you can pour this properly.
It's not bad.
Well, what's going on? I bet the over in Cardinals Cowboys.
This is
and
live.
The,
Live
the
happening.
start of the game. Woof.
We have to turn the TV off,
so then I
otherwise Jordan
took-
would not. We would
So
not
then I
have
took
Jordan's
the live under 46.5 to hedge, which is just a smart way to keep your money when two teams like Dallas and Arizona want to just
Sounds like
hate punch our eyes on Monday night.
attention.
Especially after watching a joy
feel
of the
like-
Kansas City Bills, kind of like an old school.
I feel like that's a coward bet
fighting
to
game.
do.
Speaking of hate,
That's how you don't lose all your money, Pat.
Speaking of hate punch your eyes,
Yes.
you know what I watched, or we watched a little bit of?
Oh, we're
this
starting
weekend?
right
Oh,
away.
let's go right into it. I got lots to say about this.
Wow.
Wow.
Not
So-
even shooting the shit.
No.
Eh? Not as something he would like to talk
Okay,
about.
let's shoot the shit somewhere.
No,
All right.
no, it's
Matt
okay.
has-
Let's go, Matt.
Matt
Yeah, that's
has
fine,
takes.
fine.
Speaking of punching your eyes, what was punching your eyes, Matthew?
No,
With one T.
You want to shoot the shit? Go ahead.
beer's
Go ahead.
better than I
I'm just
thought.
waiting. I'm waiting.
Is that the Bikey McPeachFuzz?
No, Bikey McPeachFuzz.
That's just
Fuzz or face?
It's
It's fuzz.
volatile.
Yes, Bikey McPeachFuzz.
Oh.
Anyways, Matt, you have something you want to talk about?
No, it's fine.
What a
Oh,
baby.
here, baby back bitch.
Baby back bitch.
So it's a podcast of two now.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's the other triple B.
So, anyways, I was watching a Disney movie the other day.
No,
and
okay, so yeah.
Oh, awakens the beast.
So we're trying to get my son's 4. We're not trying. He watches some Disney movies, but we tried
He
watching.
sits still not long enough to watch a movie.
No, he does not sit still. He moves the entire time.
He'll watch the movie the whole way through on the 10th try, just getting pieces of it.
Oh, yeah.
every
I
single
want to
time.
watch Toy Story, Dad. Okay, from where you left off last time, or
From the beginning.
He's going to think Andy's the bad guy, and he's going to think, I can't remember the name of the bad guy.
Sid.
That's
Sid,
not
he's gonna
bad
think
because
Sid's
he'll
the
still
hero.
think Old Yeller's alive.
I'm not showing him how old the other.
What?
Oh,
I knew-
anyways.
I knew he was really
So we
old.
tried watching 101 Dalmatians.
If there's a dog movie, do they just automatically die at the end? Like Marley and Me was so sad,
He dies at the end of Marley and Me?
doesn't he? Under
don't
the
know.
tree?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert.
I'm never gonna watch Marley and Me, so I'm just
I
gonna
mean,
take
it's
your word
okay.
for it.
Every
Homeward Bound, they
dies.
don't die. They make their way
They
home.
battle through that journey and on
Pat
Homeward
cried
Bound.
the first time you watched
Dalmatians
Homeward
gonna
Bound.
die for all
First
I
time, I still do. Homeward Bound's
When the bear came out, Pat cried.
I've never
they're
seen that one.
just trying to find their way home.
You know what I realized? So we're watching 101 Dalmatians. The animation in these movies is incredible. Like, it ages so
Wait,
well.
are you talking about the live action 101 Dalmatians or the cartoon?
There's
No,
a
the
lot.
cartoon. There's only one. The live
No,
action
there's-
doesn't exist.
No, it's actually pretty good.
Well, anyways. The
I
animation...
didn't know there was a live action.
The animation for 1961 is incredible.
Oh yeah,
these
Walt
people
Walt knew how to,
it
what he
wasn't
was
Walt.
doing.
It was all the people that worked for Walt.
Okay, I still think it's Walt.
But
So do you
I mean,
you also think Steve Jobs had nothing to do with the iPhone?
no, okay, yeah, okay, whatever.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
That's just
okay.
facts. I mean,
1-0 Jordan.
Yeah, we're gonna keep scoring today. Matt's gonna get bugged.
You
today.
can put it on the board.
Yes! That's a big one.
Yes.
But you
That's
know
gonna
what?
be a saying now.
As much as the animation ages well, the movies, not so much.
Like why? Why? Which one you mean?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go. I got a list of 4 here.
Wow,
Four different topics
Wow, let's
that
do
do not
this.
age well.
Okay.
First of all, some of sorry, it's 3. So racial stereotypes, very, very bad in Disney movies. we were watching Peter Pan with my son.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
There's a
Oh,
song
yeah.
in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What makes the red man red?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not good. That's not good. That doesn't
Not
age
great,
well.
Bob.
Wow.
Not good.
Yeah.
No.
In Dumbo, the crows
Yeah.
are black people. And they squawk at people. And the guy's name is Jim Crow.
Oh.
Are you shit? Are you shit?
That
you know
is
what?
the crow's
I
name.
will
I
admit
didn't know
I've never
that.
seen Dumbo, so I don't.
Dumbo's not good.
No.
No.
Bad.
No.
Well, when was Dumbo made? Dumbo was made like in the
40s.
40s.
You know who made it? Probably a Dumbo.
Hey.
And also, Lady and the Tramp, the Siamese
mean-
cats. Very racist Asian people.
That's true.
Very racist.
Well, I mean, you have to remember that the original, if you really go way back, the original Disney cartoon had I think blackface Mickey Mouse, and it was like
Oh yeah.
some terrible, even
It doesn't help that Walt Disney is
Yeah.
kind of an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
No, he is. He is. Yeah, it's not
outright
kinda. He
anti-Semite.
is.
Yeah.
So no, not great. Like Disney, I
I'm
really,
not done.
Fuck. Oh,
That
Whoa.
was just racial stereotypes.
Oh shit! There's multiple lists.
Now we go into
actively buckling in.
the questionable depiction of relationships between men and women.
Oh man, Matt brought the body bag
That
tonight.
has like a dissertation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn,
Like,
man.
he wrote
I went down the rabbit hole of Disney movies not aging well today.
Yeah. Okay.
To be fair, I do love a good Disney movie, but this, I was like watching, I was like, oh my god, I'm reading all this stuff. I'm like, this is crazy.
We take
So-
1 week off from a retro review, and Matt
Yeah.
replaces the
Yeah.
review with
and
every
I'm,
Disney movie.
and
that's
I'm
ever been
3/4
made.
done the next week's retro review.
Disney Plus took a
Disney-
beating.
Beauty and the Beast. He trades Belle's father for Belle and locks her in a castle. And then Belle tries to change the man.
Just acquiring
great
and
message
retaining
there.
assets.
Little Mermaid. She will literally give up her voice for a man she's never met before.
Love does crazy things to people.
I guess so. Pocahontas. First of all, terrible depiction of First
boy.
Nation people.
Oh boy.
Second of all, he takes over her land. Third of all, in the actual
No, Matt, he found it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Christopher Columbus
he stumbled
founded
upon it.
North America.
Yes.
You know what the best part is about Pocahontas? Not even an original story.
And also,
No.
do you know? I don't know.
No,
the,
like literally.
if you go to the
most-
original story, do you know that John Smith is like in his 30s and Pocahontas was like 14?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
they were also never in the same place.
Yes.
They- this is not a real relationship.
That like trope of man meets woman or character X meets character Y, and character X is supposed to destroy character Y's world but gets their heart changed is like the foundation for more movies that I can shake a stick at.
Yeah.
Like think about Avatar, it's like one of the biggest
Yeah.
movies in the last 15 years.
Never seen
was
it.
literally Pocahontas.
Yes.
With
That
CGI.
if you watch that movie and then look up the story later, it's horrible because they say like Pocahontas went back to Europe with some white people and for sure died.
Yeah.
She was 14.
Yeah, but she got like some disease that she's not her immune system not accustomed to. She died. That movie, if you look back on it, is
Terrible.
But can I just?
But The Colors of the Wind, great tune.
Yes.
So
they-
is Pocahontas supposed to be 14 in the animated version?
No.
No, she's like an adult, right?
Yeah.
They did a great job. I will to give Disney some credit. The music really hid the horrible nature of some of
Yes,
these things.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
Except for a spoonful
other-
of sugar, that never helped the medicine.
that's
go
about
down.
drugs.
Sorry, what
No, it's
movie is
not
that
about
from?
drugs.
Oh.
Mary Poppins. It's not actually about drugs.
Oh
but-
wow.
Eyes got real wide there.
And then finally, non-consensual
Whoa.
kisses and things of that nature. So in Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, there is a man kissing a woman who is asleep, who does not know her, he does not know her, and she does not consent to this kiss.
Yeah, if you really dig into that, that's no
You
bueno.
don't have to dig into that.
That's no bueno.
It's not bueno.
No bueno.
There's a lot, and then Pinocchio, that's child trafficking. Dumbo gets.
Hang on, no, come on.
Yeah, they're trying to sell Pinocchio, and he's a real boy.
No, he's a puppet. He's a puppet.
Oh, I'm just saying. And then Dumbo's a baby elephant. Dumbo gets drunk.
He's a real boy.
Oh, real boy.
A real boy.
Wow.
Yeah, so I went down this rabbit hole.
I'm gonna need a
And,
drink.
The gumdrop. Oh no, that's
Shrek. That's so good.
You're a monster.
You're a monster.
Not my buns. Not my gumdrop buns.
Yeah.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Oh.
The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
That's still one of my favorite movies of all time.
That one
I can
because
watch
it's such
Shrek
a,
any
because
day
it's
of
a
the week.
spoof of Disney, which is amazing. Yeah, so that's
So that's
why I was so excited to talk about this. Man, that's some
just
crazy
think
stuff.
it's so wild because like I wonder if like 20 years from now we'll look back and be like, can you believe in like Inside Out or
Inside
Hotel
Out is-
Transylvania? That
Inside
made
Out
us
is
laugh.
precious.
I love Inside Out.
Inside Out, they show in health classes.
I cried on
To understand
I cried on a
emotions.
plane watching Inside Out.
Why were you on a plane?
I used to travel a lot for work.
Oh, you don't
But
anymore?
I was flying somewhere and I teared up.
Yeah.
I teared up.
Well, Disney really gets to you at your
Oh,
core
Yeah.
Yeah.
and gives that true
Yeah, but watch
emotion.
the first 10 minutes up.
I can't. No, I can't.
No,
I can't.
No, I
no.
fast forward it. 'cause
You just loved her, man.
Yeah, no, it's bullshit. It's like someone. It's like it, it's
Where
like
does
it was,
wife go?
it's
Where
like
does
it-
wife go?
Yeah.
Dad, where does wife go?
Yeah. Rhea always comes in. She's like, "Was it raining inside?" I'm like, "Yeah." Big puddle, big sad puddle.
So what's your favorite Disney movie then?
Okay, so favorite or best?
Pocahontas. No, just kidding.
No, God,
No,
no.
no.
Okay, so
Got
my favorite, I have a 1A and a 1B. So some people don't classify Disney Pixar as true Disney. So
It's not.
Yeah, because Pixar came in and just decided to go a less racist route. So
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Pixar does not count as Disney.
It's in Disney World.
Okay, well, we'll agree disagree.
No, you're wrong.
Okay, I don't think so.
Have you ever been to Disney World?
Yeah, I went with you.
Oh yeah,
yeah, literally.
forgot about that. But favorite
So
movie:
many
Disney
picks.
Pixar, Toy Story, and then Disney Lion King. Pat, do you have a favorite Disney movie? It's probably awful, but
No, I'm actually kind of upset because you took mine.
Lion King.
Lion King. They're okay. There's 1A and
You
then there's
guys are
1B.
so chalk.
Hang on, there's
Like,
1A.
can you go at least a little bit?
Hang on, can I go? Let me talk.
I don't want you.
Okay, so Lion King is, I'd say 1A, but if you're gonna go 1B, you got to go Aladdin.
Aladdin's good.
Aladdin, like Robin Williams.
Williams, yeah.
I'm sorry, love Will Smith. We'll get to the live action Disney
No,
because I want
let's
to talk about
not.
it because I just want to talk about how
No,
fucking
let's
terrible
not
they are.
do it.
But like, funny, great songs, good story, good against evil, good triumphs. Boom, I'm in for it. And there's a monkey.
Abu.
Abu, come on.
Also sort of racist, but that's okay.
I am going to.
Prince
my-
Ali.
My final two will be Mulan.
Okay, excuse me.
Mulan.
Mulan.
Sure. And then Lilo and
Eddie Murphy.
Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch, good movie.
I will pick Lilo and Stitch.
Wow.
That's my favorite Disney.
That's a good-
Oh,
that's
hold
all-
up, it's Pablo. I don't think he says it like that, but that's how I say it.
You know what? I will.
Also, Moana. You ever seen it?
Yeah, Moana's great.
The Rock was in it, so Matt
Welcome.
for sure saw it.
Huh?
Matt for
Yeah,
sure saw
for
it. The
sure
Rock's
saw it.
involved. But yeah, no, it's like I've never seen Lilo and Stitch.
It's really good.
I
Yeah.
feel like I love Disney movies, but there's so many I haven't seen.
Well, there's I mean, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Cinderella,
Oh, if we're gonna go, let's go to the underrated list.
Oh yeah.
Underrated,
Pirates of the Caribbean,
underrated
On
would
three,
be
Pat.
Hercules.
sure,
Oh.
Chicken Little.
Hercules
Not where I was
is
starting.
super underrated. Danny DeVito. It's a great story, and it's funny. It's like adult funny.
Most underrated though,
The Game Plan,
in my opinion.
Holes,
Holes is Disney.
Yeah.
Tron,
Yeah.
Okay, you're just naming
Princess
shit.
Diaries
Stop naming
1,
shit.
Princess
He's
Diaries
literally
1
looking
and
it up
2.
on the internet right now.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
What?
That's Disney.
James and the Giant Peach, George of the Jungle.
Okay, Matt, what's your underrated movie? God damn it, Jordan.
So the 80s,
Pacifier.
80s was kind of a dark time for Disney. Mm-hmm. It rebooted more in the 90s because they got better. They got animators back, or not back, but they hired good animators. But in the 80s, Great Mouse Detective.
Shit, I forgot about that. It's a great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Dark though.
Was Ratatouille Disney?
no,
I feel like that-
that's
I feel like that was Pixar or DreamWorks.
DreamWorks, yeah, that's DreamWorks.
No, it might be Pixar. I think it's Pixar.
Well, if only you had a computer in front of you, you could check.
No, I was busy looking up all the Disney movies. I didn't know where Disney.
But
was.
also overrated. Do you guys have an overrated Disney movie? One that like everybody loves, but it's not that good.
Lady and the Tramp.
I actually agree.
Lady and the Tramp is like the stupidest movie ever.
And see, Pinocchio.
Why are dogs eating spaghetti? That is not okay.
They would fight over the spaghetti.
They would destroy each other. You don't remember that?
They don't talk in that one, right?
No.
Do they talk in 101 Dalmatians?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that might get the stupid one for me then because
Why?
dogs don't.
Well, just the
Relevant,
whole
though.
idea of like having 101 Dalmatians is horrible.
Okay,
Like,
they don't actually have 101.
they get them later. Yeah.
She accumulates the Cruella de Vil gets 101 to make her coat, which is
Why do you need
I
101
can't
Dalmatians
believe-
to make a
How
coat?
did we not touch on like numerous counts of animal cruelty?
I know
Like how did-
because I ran
how
out of
did-
room.
Yeah, I was
Jordan.
gonna say, I'm like,
I ran
hold
out
on
of
a
room.
second. I think every movie has
Oh, it's
some sort of animal.
unbelievable.
Also, Donald Duck. You can't jump into money. It's a
No,
solid
that's that.
object.
No, that's not Donald Duck.
That's Duck McScrooge.
Scrooge
Okay,
McDuck.
either
Scrooge
way,
McDuck.
you can't.
But
it's
also-
a solid
also-
object.
And I know this has been brought up on like
Friends. I know what you're gonna say.
why does Donald Duck wear a towel when he comes out of the shower, but he doesn't wear pants? Why does he?
You know
choose
they
to wear a
call that a mind fuck. That's what that is.
That's
a
weird.
Total mind fuck.
That messes with your brain.
That hurts my heart.
Yeah,
Messes
because
with
like,
your brain.
but like Daffy Duck does the same thing. I know not the same brand, but like they wear towels around their waist, but they don't wear pants.
Speaking of Daffy Duck, my kid does not. He loves the Space Jam song, but does not want to watch Space Jam. My wife's like, I don't think he'd like it. I was like, what? How wouldn't you like?
Space Jam is one of those like
She goes, I don't
Like,
know if he'd understand
all-time.
it.
all timers. Yeah.
I was like, how wouldn't he
It's not even
understand
that long.
it?
It's like an hour and a bit.
Oh, kids movies. That's the great thing about kids movies. Peter Pan, hour and 10.
Clean. In and out.
In and out.
Yeah.
Movie, by the way, doesn't make much sense.
That's
but
okay.
It's okay
That's an
as long
asset.
as the kids are
No.
into it.
I mean, my kid did ask
Okay,
who
so
those guys with the big feathers on their head
what
were.
are
I was
like
yeah,
kids
the one that they're
watching
singing
for
Red
like
Man
kids
Red.
TV shows nowadays? Like what does your kid like?
Oh.
Are Rescue Heroes still
It's
a thing?
it's awful.
Oh, is it
No.
those? Okay, not to disparage your people. Is it that really creepy French kid show on CBC?
Caillou?
That's not. Caillou's
No,
not
that-
French.
that guy's
Caillou is French.
Caillou's just
guy-
a whiny little bitch.
that guy's for sure like future serial killer vibes. But no, like
Not wrong.
what's the show? There's like I'll look it up. But what are kids watching
Okay, so
nowadays?
my kid watches
Paw
so you-
Patrol.
He watches Paw Patrol,
Strong.
which is actually really good. And actually, if you look into like a child psychologist broke it down and found an article on the internet, because when you watch a lot of Paw Patrol, you want to know what's going on. And
Do you want to know backstory for
the
all
way
the dogs?
the way every season expands
like
the
high
universe is done in a way that kids, especially young kids, can wrap their mind around. If they were just to expand and go places, kids be like, why are they there? But no, the way they expand and the way they introduce new characters makes like sense in their brain. So it's pretty cool.
Did you go to one of those Paw Patrol lives one time?
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
You know what? It wasn't as bad.
Like
as
what time did it start at? Probably like 9:30.
Oh, it was like at 10.
Yeah, and you were out of there by what? 1?
No, like noon.
Oh shit.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, there's a good
I'm convinced adults make this and they're like, let's just give everyone an hour break, but get everybody back to where they need to be.
Yeah.
Right?
But you know what really blows me away is when you watch those kid shows, like the adults who are on kid shows, and I'm like, what a loser. But then you're like, man,
The
this
Big Bang.
make bank.
The Wiggles
and when they do
make
live shows,
bank.
they're done by noon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Wiggles make bank.
Wiggles freak me out. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
into that.
creep me out.
I'm not into that.
But he also watches PJ Masks, which is like superheroes who. It's pretty good. Which other? Oh, Max and Ruby. Two rabbits. They have no parents, I don't think. I don't know. It's
What
weird.
the hell?
Oh, Peppa Pig. You want to
No,
watch
I
something?
can't.
It's amazing.
No,
What
it's
if?
not.
What do you think the show will be that your kid? What's the thing your kid can't watch? And like like for me, it was like South Park. Like I would sneak off
yeah.
and watch South Park. Like what's the show going to be? You think that your kid?
I don't think
I guess it's down the road, but like
it's
what
not there
do you think it
yet.
would be now?
Like if you had a kid like that was like in their
Yeah.
12, 13 range.
I
I
for
feel
me,
like
it would
that's not a
be,
thing anymore.
For me, it would be Rick and Morty.
You know
I
what?
think I think that's the one the
It's
kid would
that
sneak
one we
off.
watch on Netflix.
Oh, Hoops?
F is
No.
for family.
No.
No, the puberty one.
Oh yeah, what's that called?
No. Why can't I
Dirty
remember?
Minds. Modern Family.
No,
No.
it's like the kids who are cartoons.
I
that
know,
go through
I know.
puberty. What are they called? Look it up. Look it up.
Family Matters.
Why can't we remember?
Nah,
We
this is
watch
like
it
my
all the
favorite
time.
show. It's one of my favorite shows.
so funny.
It's so bad though. I can't believe.
There's so many people right now.
All
who
these
are-
high school kids watch
There's
it
people
though.
listening on the podcast who are just screaming.
Yeah, they're screaming, "You idiot!"
And then they're
like,
like,
how the
"Why
fuck
don't you
do you
know
not
the name of that
remember
show?" Like, so yeah, it's just like. I feel like, but this could be
They're
different though. We're
so-
we're in the streaming era though, so it's like they
Yeah.
can go backwards and find shit that we wouldn't even think they could find.
Why can't? Okay, like I'm looking online. I just typed in like Netflix animated shows, and I'm not even getting. Archer's another one actually. That
Oh, Archer, yeah.
I really like
Okay,
Archer.
I feel like we're just naming shows.
I'm
now.
not gonna lie though. While Jordan's looking this up,
Why can't
what I think my kid, presently he's 4, is already like, I can't wait to watch, and it's because my wife will not let him watch it.
Oh, here it is. This is what I was hoping to hear.
What?
No,
What is it?
that's what I
What
was
is
saying.
it?
Oh, I'll
Wrestling.
find it.
She doesn't let him watch wrestling?
He's not allowed to watch wrestling because he gets super into it and wants to wrestle.
I like it.
Yeah, but that's how you learn.
Big mouth, motherfucker.
Big
mouth. Holy
Oh
shit.
my God.
Well, I'm sorry for all the listeners we lost there because they got so upset at us because we
Yes.
couldn't remember Big Mouth.
Oh, so good.
Oh, man.
Woof.
That's
Jimmy,
so bad.
Jimmy's going to be
How did
pissed.
this not
Jimmy's
come up
gonna-
earlier? So,
Shout out
Jimmy's
Jimmy.
is
Shout
my
out Jimmy.
why? So this is if there's ever a time to let your kid watch wrestling, if you were concerned about like,
It'd be now.
It'd be now.
Yeah, but he gets like aggressive and stuff. I'm sure by the time he's in about grade 1, as long as it's with me, I'm gonna let him start watching it
Yeah.
because I can like he doesn't understand the concept that it's not
Oh, it's...
real yet.
Okay.
What do you mean?
What's
Oh,
wrong
boy.
with me, damn it?
Oh boy,
I don't understand.
yeah, this is awkward. Let's see, Pat.
Well, when a man and a woman love each other, they.
No, that's the
not
wrong
it.
speech.
No,
Wrong
shit.
speech.
Okay, hold on.
But
I don't... Okay.
So
you guys
there's
just-
credits and debits, and when you're balancing,
no, that's not the right speech either.
shit.
Yeah, they don't actually try to hurt each other.
Oh, I see what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You guys are marks. I get it. You guys are sneaking.
But anyways, yeah. So I think once he can
a lot
wrap,
of psychological damage there.
My ex-girlfriend hated wrestling too, because she tried to hurt me for real.
oh,
She pulled heel on you, eh?
Oh, she went heel. She went big time. She low blows,
Do you want,
low blows?
not the good ones.
Do you want to not talk about it because I'm uncomfortable already?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, what the fuck are we even talking about anymore?
But I want to circle back.
I can't believe that he can't watch wrestling.
Well,
Actually, you know what?
Like, does your wife not know that
No,
you
no,
are
it's
on
fine.
the best beer and wrestling podcast in the south end of Winnipeg?
In the south end of Winnipeg.
yes, she's right.
So, here's the thing. I am with your son. I tried to watch SmackDown this week. Couldn't do it. I tried. I sat there, I watched it, and at the end I went, shit, can't do it. It was terrible. I hated it.
Really?
I hated it top to
Oh,
bottom.
we'll get
the
to
only thing
that.
I didn't
We'll get
like
to
was
that.
the
My-
Roman thing, and even that I was iffy on.
Easton, when I do let him watch it when Janelle's
Hate
not around,
modern wrestling.
his biggest thing is, why is that guy so mad? Why is that guy so mad?
Yeah, your kid's like Easton's very like into like emotion. Like, why is someone
Yeah, he's a
mad?
very-
I would put his fucking head in a blender.
Oh yeah.
He'd be like, why is he happy and mad?
Where-
and
Why is that man yelling all the time?
Where my daughter would be like, I love this guy. Let's go.
Your son's gonna
As
be
she's
like,
running
what's
through a
an,
wall.
What's an over? Just no clue.
Parlay.
But circling back to the Disney thing, I just want to, and yeah, we're gonna go there because
Oh, boy.
I like this.
Oh,
So I went to Disney World with Janelle.
Yep.
We were 23. It was just the two of us. We went for 10 days. We stayed on site. It was the greatest time of my life. I thought it was.
Take her to Space Mountain, baby.
Oh.
I could say that. I've never been able to say that.
We didn't actually go to Space. Oh no, we did go to Space Mountain. It was
I bet
awesome.
you did.
Oh.
I bet you
I didn't
did.
fit in the roller coaster.
I bet you did. I bet you did, baby.
Oh
God.
We're not actually talking about.
I thought we were gonna have to draw you a fucking map. Oh my god. I'm
Anyways,
just sitting here like head in hands, like anytime. Anytime.
so we're walking around the park or whatever, and it just came up because all the characters, like the people playing the actors, is like live. Janelle's like, "Who do you think's the prettiest Disney princess?"
That's the most girl question to ask ever.
Oh.
Who's
I
the
was like-
prettiest?
This is such a trap.
I was like,
it's
"Ooh."
a trap.
This is
Actually-
AdmiralAkbar.gif.
Actually,
it's
we're
a
sitting.
trap.
We're sitting in Cinderella's castle for dinner. Okay, which is worth 2 dinner credits, by the way. It's pricey.
That sounds hot.
I got the prime rib.
Oh, damn right for 2 dinner credits.
2 dinner credits. You
It's like the keg of Disney World.
No, it's
No.
like the Applebee's of Disney.
Yeah.
No,
Applebee's.
that's one credit. That's like you have to tear your ticket into 4s, and that covers the family. That's what Applebee's is.
So all the Disney princesses are walking
the
around. They
endless
come to your
riblets
table,
are off all the.
and you can get pictures with them.
Sick.
So the first one that comes is Snow White. Creeped me the hell out. She had these eyes, like these crazy eyes.
Because she's... Never mind. I've heard rumors about the workers at Disney World, so I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're all on cocaine.
Yeah.
Apparently.
yeah.
Would you to get through the day?
Yeah. That's
You
a long-ass
betcha.
day of being cheerful.
So then, and here's the answer to the question for me. Then Belle comes to our table. I'm like, Janelle, take our picture. And I've like got I'm that guy. I've got my arm around Belle, and yep.
Can we get a Cyber Safety 101 with me real quick.
Yeah.
Is typing in hottest Disney princesses on my
I
work
wouldn't
computer.
I wouldn't do
Google
that.
that.
I wouldn't do that.
probably not a
I'd
good
go
idea.
off memory. I'd go off
What
memory.
if the ship sailed?
Then I mean, might as well go for it.
Got it. Burn it. Burn it alive. Burn it with fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you
got
go down,
it.
take down,
No,
go down with the ship. Go down with the ship.
Cosmo has a great article.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
See
okay.
what happens.
But yeah, so my answer to that question, prettiest Disney princess, Belle.
I mean, it's not even a question. It is Belle. Who else would it be?
It could be Ariel if that's.
No, that's weird. No, that's weird. She's a fish.
She's a fish.
She's a fish.
Yeah.
Like, how is she walking around on land? It's not realistic, Matt. If I'm going to spend all that money on Disney World, Ariel better be in the water. Okay?
She wasn't. It was Ariel when she got out of the water.
That's stupid. I don't care for that. That's wrong.
You know what? Nala from Lion King just had a vibe.
I feel like if she was a person.
I
You know
didn't
what I'm
want to
saying?
do it,
Had
but like,
a vibe.
yeah.
And I know I'm really putting my ass in the jackpot here because that's like animated beastiality. Like, but,
Oh yeah, you're covering a lot of bases right now. Might get us some new listeners actually.
I'd like to start a dialogue. Let's embrace debate. I think Nala is I'd be lying if I said
Oh, tame yourself, Jordan.
oh, Maine.
No good Fenway's down here.
Oh,
Maine?
what's up?
Oh, come on.
Maine.
That was
I got
really
it. I
good.
got it.
I got it.
Thank you. Oh,
But
Well,
before we end this conversation,
are you going with Belle? Is that
always
you?
always Belle. Belle's the correct
So
answer.
we're not going Elsa. We're not going.
Oh, you know what?
like
Elsa.
that's what I mean. Like Elsa.
You know what? I've never seen Frozen. I think Frozen's stupid.
What
Oh,
about
no,
Rapunzel?
Frozen's actually very good.
Rapunzel, low key.
It's a lot of hair.
Yeah, a lot of hair in the drain. I'm not into that. Like, just in your sink, you know, she's brushing.
Yuck.
and she's,
Okay, stop.
Yeah, you gotta snake it out. Yeah, no, not for me. But yeah, look, just to end the conversation, they're doing those awful live action Disney. But you know where they really missed the boat? I didn't see the new Lion King live action because I heard it sucked serious
Yeah,
ass.
I don't think there was music.
There was no music. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
The
doing
there's
music.
music,
no
can you feel?
Yeah, and you know what,
But
though?
that's not even the best song.
And they
out of
also-
the Lion King.
I
They
cried
miss-
big time in
Pat,
that movie too.
hold on. I'm gonna cut you off. Best song out of the Lion King. There is a right
Hakuna
answer.
Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. But anyways, they missed a prime
What a
opportunity
wonderful phrase.
in that movie to get the New Day to be the hyenas.
Holy
Oh.
shit! Right?
They were pushing to be cast as the hyenas.
That's the most obvious thing anyone could have.
Oh
ever
my! I would have watched that movie.
Yeah.
Most obvious thing anybody.
But yeah,
I
no,
didn't
no,
even think
You
of
would
that.
have sold a ton of extra units.
Those live action movies, like they did Beauty and the Beast. The Beast looked fucking weird, but they had
you know
Hermione.
what,
They had
wasn't that
Hermione in it. So
Hermione,
what's
yeah.
up?
She's a smoke.
But then they did apparently Mulan. I haven't seen Mulan because I don't know if you have to pay for it if you're on Disney Plus. Apparently, it's like a thing you got to pay for
You,
on
have,
Disney
you
Plus.
know,
pay
I'll
for
check right
Disney
now.
Plus and then you pay to watch
Yeah,
it.
and
Really?
you know what? There's
I
no.
know that because I literally have Disney Plus
I have
just to
Disney
watch
Plus.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah. So
Like, I don't watch
apparently
anything
the
else.
live
I have to
action
watch Toy Story.
Matt,
apparently,
the
over
live
and
action
over and
Disney
over and
Plus,
over again.
the live action Disney Plus of Mulan. There's no Mushu, so no Eddie Murphy there's no dragon, and
Why
it's like
is
a
there
war
no-
movie. It's not even fun.
R.I.P. Pork.
Yeah, it's like freaking like it's not even it's a war movie.
Or R.I.P. Pork? What are you talking about?
Mushu.
Pork.
Oh, good. Jordan and Matt are on their devices and not paying attention.
It's
To
'cause
the
I'm
podcast.
trying
I
to see
literally just answered you.
I want to see if Mulan.
Just because we can't trust you to use any
You
technology.
could check it after, man.
Why? I could check it now, and if you find, you know what, all the Marvel movies are on it too, so that's pretty sweet.
That's not Disney.
But they own Marvel.
That's stupid.
You're stupid.
Yo, you're stupid because you're on your phone. We're recording.
Okay, well, whatever.
This is going to be the worst episode we've ever done.
Just throw it to the beer.
Ah, here it
thing.
is.
What's he looking up? I don't even know what he's
Yeah,
looking
like
up.
he's just looking up
Premier
shit.
access. Yeah, I gotta get premium.
We don't care.
Wow! Do you know how much it costs?
How much?
$20.
$35.
For a month?
Stream now for $35 with a Disney Plus
They're
subscription.
insane. That's insane.
Yeah, it's bananas.
$35. I can go watch a
Well,
movie.
they gotta
no,
make
it's
their money
35.
back. But I think
Lady and the Tramp. They did a live action Lady and the Tramp.
So beer reviews.
Yeah, damn, Matt. Can you talk
Yeah.
about your beer? Like, you really killed this conversation by being on your phone.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
$35.
We let you lead the conversation. Never again.
Man,
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I blame us for
Yeah,
this
I
happening.
think, Matt,
You know what,
Matt,
Pat,
we let
Pat,
you down. We
Pat,
let you down this week,
Pat,
Matt.
I'm sorry to you.
Thank you,
for
Jordan.
letting that happen. I apologize.
Jordan, I apologize to you.
Thank you, Pat.
Matt, we'll do better next week for you.
you know what, Pat? Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful
Pat,
phrase.
monkey in the middle.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Got it back. Yeah, we'll just go back and forth. That's fine.
Okay, anyways.
Matt, do your shitty pumpkin beer.
You know what? It's actually not bad.
It sucks.
It's not.
It's not a pumpkin beer though.
No. Is it called itself a pumpkin spice?
So this is
it's a lie.
Trans-Canada Brewing's their County Sour series. I would assume this is probably going to be their last one of the.
I'd hope so. They need to regroup.
Not a good. And it's their pumpkin spice sour. It's got a nice spice to it.
Oh, it does.
Like the cinnamon.
That's it.
It's a little bit tart. Pumpkin has a distinct flavor, and I'm not getting a ton of the pumpkin.
There's none.
There's some.
There's zero. They put cinnamon and nutmeg in a sour.
Yeah, nutmeg. That's the other thing I taste. Yeah. I don't know. Like it's subtle, right? It's not. You get the sour. You get the spices, but you don't get the pumpkin. If it was a fall spice sour, I think that would be a more appropriate name.
I wouldn't buy it.
A fall spice sour.
Yeah.
That doesn't even.
You know what they put in it? Leaves from outside. And
frost.
Yeah, frost. Yeah,
dying
grass. Delicious. Yeah, fall spice sour. Can't go wrong.
And allergies.
Yeah. Yeah, filtered through a COVID mask.
I hate you guys.
Yeah, I mean that's
yeah. So yeah, I mean, of all the county,
that's the worst one.
It was bad.
I don't even have to taste it to know it's the worst one.
It's just.
And TCB knows we love them.
Yeah, big love for TCB.
Blend of cinnamon, clove, ginger. I didn't get ginger.
I feel like everybody's pressured in every part of the world to add pumpkin to every damn thing around October, and just stupid.
I have the only pumpkin beer I had that I will die on a hill for is the Flying Monkeys Imperial Pumpkin Ale. I thought that was one of the best.
That was pretty good.
One of the best. Like if you get
pumpkin,
no,
I didn't have that one.
It's 10%. It is perfect. It is a perfect pumpkin
Shout
beer.
out Flying Monkeys because
they've been slamming I had the juicy
I have one
last
in my
night,
fridge.
and wow.
Yeah, it's good stuff, right?
Wow.
Oh, I just hit the mic.
I had it while watching the Packers get murdered last night.
Yeah, they got absolutely smashed.
Murdered.
So,
listen, you can't go in 15-1 without losing a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You literally can't. So if you follow me on Untapped at Gagne Matt, the sniff.
Why does he laugh every time he says it?
You know what, Pat? I apologize to you for letting him go first.
Jordan, I apologize to you for allowing me to let him go first.
Apology accepted.
You can follow me on Untapped at Gagne Matt, and I will give this beer a 3.25.
With two?
Yeah. 2 T's! Yeah, a 3.25.
Was that emergency puffer? You got it under the table?
It's in my pocket. Yeah, it was good, but I'm not gonna go buy another one.
Okay, in all seriousness, do you really think it was good? You are being very nice.
Jordan, turn off. We can stop recording.
Yeah, okay. I turned it off. Beep.
Okay, what do you really think?
What do you really think?
It's a 3.25.
No, I turned it off. You can say honestly
really
whatever you
enjoyed it.
feel.
Just speak into the mic. Speak into the mic when you say it.
Just don't lean back, but tell us exactly how you feel about it.
I'm actually enjoyed it.
You're going final answer 3.25?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
You are the weakest link.
Your taste buds are broken. Okay.
If it's under a 3, in my opinion, it's either so generic it's water, so your classic generic beer, or it's unpalatable. And this is not any of those.
So you could drink it all day.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, I'm asking.
That's not what I said.
I'm asking.
That's a 4 and up. That's a 4 and up.
Okay.
For Matt, that's a 4 and up. A 3 to 3.75 is something he'll get if he sees it.
A 3 to 3.5, it's yeah, that was good.
Someone else may
like you bought this, but you won't go out and seek it again.
No, I'm not gonna go grab another one. But if somebody was here, have this, I'd be like, yeah, cool, that's good.
You're not a monster. I can turn that for
I would go look for it to throw it out.
No, see, but that's
again. I love TCB. That was the only 2 things that'll make me shout something down is if it's mischaracterized because it's not what it's supposed to be, or it's going to be price to value of what it is. And that, frankly, is mischaracterized. It's not a pumpkin spice sour. It doesn't taste even close to it. There's so much cinnamon and nutmeg. It's tough to drink.
Oh, I find it very...
If you like cinnamon and nutmeg,
I do
you're
like those
love it,
flavors, yeah.
You are a cinnamon guy. I know that.
Yeah, I like cinnamon.
You do like your cinnamon.
You know what's really good? You put cinnamon in the coffee grinds, and then you brew the coffee. So good.
Right, but the thing, too, is pumpkin spice is a flavor. It's it's its own thing now. I mean, that doesn't taste like pumpkin spice even, right? So it's not even not a pumpkin pie.
Who are they targeting with this beer?
Okay. to get somewhat offensive.
Sarah.
Yeah, I would think Sarah's a little, but Sarah like would come to me and go like, "Hey,
the basic crowd, right?"
So if you're like, "Oh, I love pumpkin spice. Let me try it." Like, business move, maybe brilliant. Beer wise, not great.
It's fair.
But I feel like there's a lot of
like Fall Hall is better.
Fall Hall, you know what? Fall Hall
like the
is more beer.
Midnight Dreams or Midnight Desires from Barnhammer was better.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to grab that. I was at the queue. I wanted to grab it, and I completely forgot because I got sidetracked.
Shout out to Q.
Yeah.
So, all right, Pat. Why don't you review that?
I feel like we hijacked it, but I had very strong
but that was a good conversation. It was very dialogue.
I personally do not have time for pumpkin spice anything, so I'm not even gonna try it.
Pat, I would like to tell you, if you next time you go to the queue, just try that Flying Monkeys.
No, I refuse.
Okay, well. You know what, Pat? I'm sorry for suggesting that to you.
I'm sorry I had to listen to you say it.
I'm sorry that you suggested that to Pat.
You know what, Matt? I accept your apology for my apology.
Good.
Got it.
Wow. You guys really... Lots of love tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So,
Rails episode off.
Yeah, so I drink the black Current Kettle Sour from Nonsuch.
We've been over this, but what's a Current?
It's in a...
It's like a raisin.
It is a raisin. It's like really dark.
Yeah, I'll do my own research, damn it.
But again, I mean, I get Nonsuch. The can bugs me all the time.
It's a raisin.
Yeah, it's like a raisin.
Yeah, like the can just never jumps out at me. I don't want to go grab this. It feels like it just blends in with everything. I guess the whole idea is if you want to know what it is, you got to pick it up and look and read it.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going for.
I mean, they have Vessel as an offshoot, which is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Can I just interrupt you real quick?
Absolutely.
So my father-in-law goes to the LC on Friday, and I'm like, hey, if they have the blackcurrant sour, like, you want to pick 2 up for me?
Yeah.
Because he was going.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh yeah, no problem. So then I get a picture back, and he's like, I got it for you. And I'm like, no.
It wasn't it, though.
That's the raspberry kettle sour. And he said, oh, now that I have my glasses on, yes, it was the raspberry. I grabbed it just in case. I'll drink it. I'm like, yeah, you don't like sours, though, so this is kind of, damn, Doug. Ah, well, shut it down.
You drank it anyway, though.
It's a good beer.
You drank it anyway,
the raspberry kettle sour is not bad.
Yeah, no, but this is blackcurrant. You know, it is tasty as hell. I will give it. It is super good. It's your classic.
Because I have it. That's the last 2 in my.
Yeah, it's your classic Nonsuch kettle sour. They knock it out of the park every time. Very fruity. I don't know what a blackcurrant tastes like, but it for sure tastes like what's in this beer.
We put currants in this dip, and they're good.
Yeah, it's just a blast of flavor. It's super good.
A little tart with a little bit of like a...
I find not too tart, though.
No. It's more of a fall tart.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very smooth, easy to drink, very sessionable.
It's like a butter tart.
Ooh.
Don't.
I do like butter tarts.
That's
so.
mine. That's numero uno for me.
You love butter tarts?
I do.
Yeah. Wow, his eyes opened real big there.
There's like raisins, and you can get current butter tarts, and they're very good.
Yeah. But you can follow me on at Pat Gagne. This is a very good beer. Very good, as in almost above a 4.
Almost?
It is a 4 out of 5.
Really?
Easily, all day, every day.
Well, I'm excited to try that one, I guess.
It's very good. I think Jordan, I apologize in advance if you don't believe it's as good as a 4.
Thank you, Pat. And I apologize if I do think it's a 4 for not acknowledging what you just said with more veracity.
I accept your apology.
Veracity.
Thank you. Rounding it out today, I have Half Pints Brewing Bikey McPeachFuzz, which is taking Bikey McBikeface and turning it into a peach grapefruit lager with grapefruit juice and natural flavors. So, this podcast has some takes on Bikey McBikeface. They're not great.
I'm not a Radler fan. I'm just not a Radler
fan. So here's the thing.
I can confidently say I hate Bikey McBikeface.
You hate it, really? I wouldn't go that far.
I don't like grapefruit, but I saw this and was like, okay, it's been a while since we've done Half Pints. Let's get like a clean review up here. I think I'm the only one I think I did the St. James or something.
No, I did. Well, I know I haven't done it on the show, but the Black Galaxy.
Yes, and you've done the Black Galaxy. So
I didn't do it on the show.
One more sip, and then my review will be this.
Can you read the side of the can first?
Yes, I'm going to read the side of the can. Bikey always going to do Bikey. And Bikey going to do peach now, bro. Still a hoppy grapefruit lager, you know it. But now peachy, bingo. Kind of like Bikey took a ride through a peach grove or orchard or whatever it's called where like peaches hang around. That's what it says on the
That
sign.
was amazing.
That was a live
That
reading.
was incredible.
So those journalism broadcast skills coming right in. So here's the thing about Bikey McPeachFuzz. What I think they did was they took Bikey McBikeface and they put peach juice in here. I don't know if it's more complicated than that. I highly doubt it. So
Brewmaster Jordan.
So here's what I'm gonna say. If you like peach juice, like if that's your cup of tea, I think you're gonna like this a lot. If you don't really like peach juice or you don't go seek it out, I don't think you're gonna like this very much because it's very much like a standard ale with a strong hint of peach juice. Like if you know what I mean by peach juice. Yeah, so that's what this is. It's there's a lot of beers I drink where I can drink it and I'm like, not mine, but someone who likes X will love this. I say that I find I say that about so many beers. Like I was tagging you in the the Fairweather. I got a shipment of Fairweather from Hamilton.
Yeah.
And I was tagging you in Untapped all week. And I'm like, you should get this if you can get this.
Tag me?
No, because IPAs.
They were all IPAs.
I still like
Like he does.
I still like hearing my friends drinking.
You know what, Pat? I apologize for
Don't
not
apologize.
tagging
No.
you.
This is done. This is
I
done.
accept your apology.
You need to stop being a baby back be-all.
He's very needy.
I'm
needy.
sorry that I made you feel so aggressively towards me.
You know what? And Pat,
I apologize.
I'm sorry that I'm
in the red zone.
led you to be like that to Matt. I am sorry.
Look, guys, I'm just sorry for all of this.
Very Canadian podcast today. This is getting a 3.
That's it?
3?
Just a 3. Yeah, because
that's a pretty good
it's one of
Jordan
those
score.
things where it's like, if someone likes peach juice, they'll give this more. If someone hates peach juice, they'll give this less. And I don't want to like body bag it because it's just so peach juice that like it's the most I've said peach juice in my life. So that's my score. 3 out of 5.
Is it considered a radler? Sorry.
No, it's a distinctly a grapefruit lager beer.
It's a lager beer.
lager.
Okay.
So-
That's just peachy.
Yeah. So you can follow me at JSco55. I think
numbers.
that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks in a row. I've said that correctly. So Pat, back to you to undoubtedly come back to me.
That was beautiful, guys.
Thank you.
I feel like we were all very truthful this
I'm
week.
gonna punch you in your nose.
I'm Matt. I'm sorry I'm making you feel that way.
We should go back to being an ASMR podcast.
I'm gonna punch both of you in your nose.
He's getting very upset. Matt is officially in the upset zone.
Can I do the news now?
Oh, is
We
there
will
something
throw it
extra?
over to Jordan for the Winnipeg Beer News of the Week.
Okay,
The jackhammer.
I'm gonna save the thing I just gasped at for last because it looks.
Is that what I just sent?
Yes, what you just said.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sucrums this week, a Citra Cosmos. Pat, put a pillow over your nether regions because I know hearing that made things go. You know.
Did you try it yet?
No.
You got a can in your pants? You're just happy to hear this.
Thanks,
So you got
man.
Citra Cosmos. This is gonna. I am very excited for Pat's take on this because you're taking I think top 3 beers you have.
Top
1.
Cosmos is my favorite beer of all time.
And you're adding a pretty heavy hitter, like big citrus
go.
and tropical hops. Like,
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
It is going
Let's
to be
go.
a weapon.
A little
So
bit of bitterness too, but it'll probably be counteracted by
I'm
the
very
sour.
interested to see Pat's take on this. Torque has a couple new beers on tap. They have a Grove APA, which is a Citra APA, so you got those Citra hops coming back to life there. And then the Marzen, which I believe I reviewed on
Yes, you
here.
did. Yes.
I did.
Yes.
Barnhammer's coming back with the Fresh Hop Session Ale. I thought Barnhammer was coming off a really good, the Midnight Dreams. Like they've had a good few weeks
Midnight
in a row.
Desire.
So they got Centennial and Cascade hops rolling in on this one. Dry hops, pickled fresh, and then picked fresh and dried for 1 week. So mild, like this is going to be your entry level funk beer, right?
Yeah.
That's
Funk.
what this is going to
Absolutely.
be.
What do they mean when they say funk?
Have you ever had a Brett?
You haven't lived till
A Brett?
you'd know if you
Is that a person?
you need to have a Brett Saison, and you will
Saison.
know within one can whether you will drink them or never again.
Okay, fair. Okay.
And I'm in the no can.
I'm in the I drink it and I'm like, whew, that's funky. And then by the time I'm done, I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna drink two in a
Like
row.
smell wise?
No, it tastes. There's a funky taste.
Okay.
It's almost like the hops were bad,
Oh,
but it works. I don't know. It's so hard to describe.
interesting.
All right, well, next up, Nonsuch beer. We talked about the Black Currant, so no need to go over that again, but the Baltic Porter has returned.
Oof.
Again, a weapon of a porter out of Nonsuch.
Porters are just. If you don't like porters, go get the Baltic because it's a gateway porter.
Golly! Look who's up next in the beer review. Golly,
can I guess?
Let me tell you. You know, when no brown Joe comes rolling on through the beer review, I just gotta stop and listen to their old school ways. Dust off the throne. They have got a Monarchy English Brown Ale. Clearly this happened before the Revolution, Boston Tea Party. You know, but back in the day, I'm sure Little Brown Jug loved nothing more than to paint the cans orange with some sort of old school dye mechanism and then just roll these on out to the populace. So just like they heard us last week, suddenly they're releasing beers left, right, and center, over here and back yonder.
I'd like to personally say that even if it's not because of us, we're going to take credit that they are coming out with like 3 million
Did they
beers.
Discontinue the 1919?
No, it's pretty good.
No.
It's pretty good, though.
It's
pretty good.
I mean, 2 shakes of a scallywag, and we're right back where we started. So, moving on. Oxus Brewing, Juice of the Oats, no description, just says it's stout season. All right, sounds good.
They release it
every
since
year.
they've opened.
Yeah,
they
so
release it every year.
Yeah, so I think it's a known commodity. So the last thing we're gonna go over here, and this is the thing I gasped at. Nonsuch is releasing a sizer, straight up. Matt, I don't know what a sizer is.
I don't no idea.
So
It's in a
that's
bottle,
why.
though.
I saw it in a fancy bottle. I was like, Jordan will probably like this.
Okay. Oh, I just read it.
14%,
A sizer
right?
is a mead,
Oh,
shit.
boy.
which has been fermented with apple juice rather than water, producing tartar, more complex result. So what you're telling me is if this is a traditional mead with apple juice, that's 10%. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh my God, it's honey and apple juice. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm gonna need 12. Reminiscent of a sparkling white wine. You know what? Screw it. I'll get multiple. That's fine. That sounds like something that me and the lady are going to enjoy on a nice night in, which is all you have nowadays. So it's not like we're going anywhere.
And then they're gonna ride Space
96
Mountain.
bottles only.
Oh, now you
all
get the
right,
joke?
that's the end of the review.
Matt gets the Space Mountain joke now.
Hold on. There's only 96 bottles, so Pat, I'm gonna do something on the computer. Back to you. I did not know there was a limited amount.
All right.
And I am scrolling rapidly. Rising up there.
Well, Jordan, thank you for the beer news.
Hold on, Pat. What time does it come up? Is it currently on there? Someone come to Pat's house. The address is... I almost had a heart attack. All right.
I may know one of the salesmen from.
Good. You
Nonsuch.
talk to him and tell him not to put it up till I figure this out.
But yes, so top 10 opening segment for us, guys?
Well, I mean, every week the worst you can do is the best you've ever done.
It's definitely in the top 21.
Fair. So we'll apologize. Guys, I'm sorry for what we put everybody through tonight.
You know what?
What's up?
I'm sorry.
No, guys. You know what? I'm sorry.
Can we all collectively say we're sorry?
Why isn't it on the website? If you put it online, it needs to be on the fucking website, Nonsuch.
We'll be right back. We'll be
It's
right
not
back.
rocket appliances.
Oh, Michael, this is going to be fun to watch.
Oh my God, we are back.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, is that the guava?
Yeah, I bought
You're
one.
about to go.
You bought two.
You bought two.
I saw you bought two.
One
I
for
almost
me,
stole
one
one.
for the wife.
I
She
almost
likes
stole
it.
one. You are about to go on a guava journey.
I've already had it.
I'm gonna have to review Kilter's s'mores next week, but I just had my first one.
Did you cry a little bit inside?
Yowie wowie.
Yowie.
Because we're into the wrestling segment.
Yowie wowie. All right, so a little bit of wet bread, a little bit of rocket ships.
Pat, can you drink the guava before you begin? I just want to get a live look at your
I've already
reaction.
had it.
Oh, well that ruined it. Is it delicious?
Yeah, it's bitchin'. It's so good.
Oh, that's great. Okay,
Best
go
thing
back.
Collective Arts has ever made.
It's not as good as the POG.
No, that's
No,
true.
it's
That's
not.
it's
But
pretty
that's
close.
the best
So.
guava beer I've had.
And
Yeah,
it's a Goza.
goes to where he goes.
I was waiting for that.
This is sour ale.
Patrick, please.
Yes. Anyways,
Focus.
I'm sorry I couldn't focus, Jordan. So anyways, wet breads and rocket ships. We have a very special rocket ship this week. So we are going to start.
do?
Do we?
Yes, it's going to be mine.
Okay, Pat does. All right.
Yeah. So
Fuck's my
we're going to
phone.
start
As we always do.
by soaking up some wet breads. and throw him on the ground.
Guys, I actually took notes.
Oh, this is why this episode sucks.
I
I'm so
wrote
prepared.
stuff down. No, I wasn't prepared for the first segment.
It turns me on when
I
he's
keep
prepared.
my NFL picks on the same page. That's depressing. NCAA. Follow along.
Okay,
Sorry.
wet bread, Jordan. Focus.
You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
How'd Georgia work out this week?
Don't. Wow.
Wet bread.
Sorry.
Positive vibes only. Okay, wet bread. So the entire end of NXT. Let me take you on a journey. First of all,
this is
Candace
so convoluted.
and Shotzi are. No, sorry, it was a part of Candace and Shotzi. What am I going with here? So Candace and what's the name of the woman? Io Shirai?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Candace and Io Shirai. Yawn. Don't care. Io Shirai, cool, you can do some flips and shit. Candace is wet bread in a female body. Okay. So then the final
It's the
segment.
Gargano way.
Final segment. Johnny Gargano comes out. So now we're adding to shit.
I could not
Wow,
believe I thought it was done.
You
It's
haven't.
shit I don't care about.
You
It's
haven't.
like
You haven't changed the channel
it's
yet.
a shit I don't care about sandwich. Okay, it's just like
Of wet bread.
you got the wet bread, and then you take wet bread and you put it in the middle, and then you take wet bread and you put it on top to make a wet bread
That's
sandwich.
a wet sandwich.
And then Damien gets hit by Gargano, so now we have Damien Priest out there. So now we have 4 people I really don't give it a share about. I actually was trying to figure out who I cared less about, and that brain meld of a thought process kept me on the channel. And then inexplicably, Shotzi came out to spin a wheel.
Oh, yeah, that stupid wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the gimmick they're going to use at Halloween
Why
Havoc.
Shotzi was... So, here's the thing. Shotzi comes out, and I'm like, okay, don't like her as a wrestler? Cool. Let's see if she can maybe work a microphone. She comes out and talks like someone doing a bad impression of a witch. It was horrible. She was like, I am happy to be here. And it was the worst thing.
Terrifying.
Also,
Terrifying.
why was their laugh so horrible? Why did they spin a wheel that never stopped? The wheel kept going as they went off
the
air.
whole point is that's the gimmick for Halloween Havoc.
Okay, as someone who maybe didn't see Halloween Havoc in 1955,
That wasn't a thing in Halloween
or
Havoc.
wherever
No, but that's the
bloody
gimmick
hell-
they're going to
That's
use.
the
I
gimmick
think.
they're using.
According to, how is anyone supposed to know that? If you have
The
viewers,
interweb.
very particular, anxiety-ridden viewers, like someone I may know, you can't leave the episode with a wheel actively spinning. When did it stop? Did it spin forever? Is it like an Inception situation where the top keeps going?
Well, maybe it'll just keep
Spoiler
spinning
alert.
until Halloween Havoc.
Well, that now you're breaking the laws of physics. So now what?
But wasn't it a digital wheel?
Yeah, but that's not how wheels work. That's not how wheels work. Wheels stop, wheels go. Even if they're now they're saying we don't have to follow the rules of basic physics. In the
Were you
WWE.
trying to recreate the end of NXT? Because that's about where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
with
can I
this
change
whole-
the channel?
I was very happy with the show, and that happened, and I went.
Nay.
I literally just wrote, okay, so here's what it says on my phone. I was typing without correcting. Candace and Shot Eye. The final segment. Damien gets hit by Gargani. Who do I care less about? Why does Shotzi talk like she is stuck in slow motion? What the hell was that laugh? Why didn't the wheel stop? I hate this. That's what I wrote. That's what I can read it right here.
See? That's what you
That's
should
what
have
I
just
wrote.
said.
So that's my wet bread. NXT with a rare, not just misstep, but you know when you misstep like going down what you think is like one stair, but you miss the stair and you like jam your knee on the third
the
stair?
worst.
That's what NXT did at the end. So whoever wants to go next, it's only going to be better than what that was. So there you go.
Okay, well,
See what happens when I take notes?
yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
Thank you. Pat, I'm sorry that I didn't take notes before.
I'm sorry that you had to watch that.
Yeah, that
You
that
know
was
what?
awful.
Apology accepted.
So, I had like... I was going to pick on Big Swole again, but we did that last week, and...
She was
Lana,
exposed. We don't need to talk about it. She was fucking
We
exposed.
can do it every
Lana
week.
winning the Battle Royal made no sense, so I'm just not even going to touch on that either. It was almost like...
Is Big Swole like, you know how we say every week, like just assume NJF did something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome?
just
Is
assume
Big
she's
Swole
shitty.
the opposite? Is
Yeah.
Big Swole perpetual wet bread?
Yeah.
Is she in the wet bread hall of fame?
Yeah,
Yes,
already.
she is.
Yeah, open up the wing. There's a wing of Big
WBHO
Swole.
She's a WBHOF?
Yeah.
Or WBHOF?
WBHOF,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Put that on a shirt.
But I'm just gonna go after the WWE Tag Team division.
Because it sucks.
So it was kind of cool that the New Day and the Street Profits just traded belts. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, huh.
That looks like a wasted opportunity to me.
Who? First of all, yes, wasted opportunity. Second of all, the New Day came back. They're like, oh my God, we have to put the belts back on these guys. But then I started thinking, I'm like, beyond those two teams, so the Miz and Morrison are going to get a ton of pins. Bobby Roode and
Ziggler
are going to need a ton of pins.
Yes.
Beyond that, who are they going to wrestle?
Isn't Cesaro with Nakamura?
Yeah.
They'll take some pins.
They'll take some pins.
Thin.
And then I was like, that's fine. They'll just call somebody up from NXT.
Thin.
They're all hurt.
Everybody's hurt.
Thin.
It's also very thin.
Imperium's over there.
How are you?
Oni Lorcan and what's his name are getting legit time.
How are you so thin with when you're the biggest company? Just because there's so many injuries, or what?
They just put Killian and Drake together in a spoof tag team angle.
Well, they're gonna be champions.
But that wasn't. Yes, but that's the thing. I don't think that tag teams were a problem with the company in the past.
They weren't. It's almost like
they're gonna have to start putting just random people together.
Well,
they've already done that.
They don't focus
Otis and his partner, whose name was they got split up too.
Yeah, you let the Revival go when you could have done something with them. You know, it's like there's a lot of little things.
You let the Good Brothers go.
The Good Brothers go. Those guys could work for you.
You're letting a lot of these guys go, but that got me thinking. AEW, yes, that's their main focus and things like that. They like to focus on that.
And they're good at it, in my
They're
opinion.
good at it.
Well, we'll see.
But at the same time, I feel like every week I'm watching Best Friends.
Don't hate that one bit.
I don't hate it.
I could watch that.
Every week I'm watching the Best Friends, the Young Bucks, and FTR.
Yeah.
Well, and a private party.
Yeah,
no,
but
our street. No.
But that's what the top of a card
yeah.
looks like.
Hey?
That's what the top of a card looks like for a while.
But who's below that, Pat?
Private party.
Proud and Powerful.
Janela and Sunny Kiss.
Yeah.
And then they got the two dudes who wear green and black a lot.
Yeah,
Butcher and Blade.
They got lots of teams, man.
They got teams.
I know what you're saying.
One day a week. They have one day a week.
No, I understand
Matt,
that.
They're just not in your like they've been around. You know what it is? It's like I think tag teams have to get drilled into your head.
Yeah.
They
and
do.
they have so many that they almost need a second night.
I keep up with Dark for the most part.
Yeah.
And Dark is even just a lot of thrown together tag teams. Maybe they're just throwing stuff at the wall,
Just
seeing
getting
if it
work.
sticks.
Getting work.
Well, that's what Dark's for.
But yeah, WWE they're gonna have to. They have to go to one tag team belt, and it's got to be on dual shows. And I think that might be why the New Day got the belts back.
I'm not a huge fan of that.
I think they got it
If
because
you're
they
doing
were
if you're doing brands, you have to have.
Matt, I would
like
to ask you a question when you brought it up. Do you think the New Day needed the belts to do the splitting up Big E angle?
No.
I agree. I don't think they needed it.
No, you could just put them over there and been like, we dropped these. But it made more sense booking wise. They have the titles. You could take the champs.
Yeah.
I get it. You go from. I think maybe the point was to go from the elation of winning a title again to Big E leaving.
Yeah.
I understand the narrative arc of that, but yeah.
I saw it and I was like, I started thinking, and it doesn't help that I watch a lot of old stuff. And man, are there some good tag teams back in the day, back in the late 80s, early 90s. Like put the New Day and the Street Profits back then.
Yeah.
Oh man, would have been
There's
sick.
I think that
Even the mid-90s.
Do you think that I think the WWE is trying to pivot back to having like a pretty heavy stable angle?
Yeah.
And I think they're just gearing up to have stables be tag teams again.
Yeah,
Which
is
is
okay.
the Hurt Business feuding with.
Well, Hurt Business, you could take any two of those guys and make them tag team.
Retribution.
And I was surprised they actually split up the New Day for that reason, because I guess if you're going that direction, like, why not leave Big E there and let them be like they could easily be WWE's better version of Best Friends.
Big E's gonna pivot towards more serious.
Yeah, like he's gonna.
And
be
we
an
knock
ass-kicker
Orange
again.
Cassidy for being more serious. I feel like if he stayed with the New Day, he couldn't pivot, and I feel like this is gonna be better for him.
Okay. You know, I like how you where you went with that.
Pat, wet bread, go.
I'm gonna stick with tag teams. I'm gonna go to the EW and.
Can't wait for this.
Look, here's the deal. Oh boy.
Should I get the bag out?
One of my favorite things.
Oh boy.
One of my favorite
Pat's
things.
leaned back. The microphone.
call your
He's comfy.
distributor.
Pat has 4 pillows behind him.
And my favorite thing when they started, they brought realism back, and they said rankings matter, wins and losses matter. Let's go. I'm into that.
I didn't know where. I know where
It's
you're going.
freaking unbelievable. If you win a lot of matches, you get a title shot.
But hold on.
If you lose a lot of matches, you don't get a title shot.
Didn't they pick names of a bingo
Look,
spinner?
that's where I'm going here. Okay, so we got FTR. They need a challenger for Full Gear. Great, let's do that.
Don't they have one?
No,
Didn't they have best friends? Why did they rush that match?
because why are you cutting me off right now? I'm on a soapbox. I'm very upset. Say you're sorry.
Why do people?
No.
Why do people? You know what? I'm sorry that Matt's not sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So they beat the best friends, and then they go, okay, they need an opponent for Full Gear. So logically, in your head, you go, yeah, probably just the Young Bucks, because why the fuck not? But instead, they go, you know what? We are going to have a 4-way eliminator tag team match to decide the number 1 contender for the tag team titles. And what they are going to do now? Here's a bingo caller thingy mixer with pieces of paper in it. They weren't even at balls. They were pieces of paper. And like, okay. Then they picked names out of a freaking hat. And, they were lucky that they
They
picked
didn't pick them out of a hat. They picked them out of a
wheelie spinner
The
deal.
Young Bucks took a week off from kicking some commentator in the shop.
Yeah, and
Like
they
a bunch of fucking,
thank
Boy,
God.
you guys flipped me on them. I am so
Thank
fucking
God the
shit.
Young Bucks name came out of that random cylinder. Saves your program. I wonder who's going to win that match. It's so stupid. Just throw away the rankings and it doesn't fucking matter.
Who was it? It was Butcher and the Blade.
Private Party.
It was Private Party.
yeah.
And then the
Young Bucks, and then
those 2 guys from Dark Order.
Yeah, which is
one
stupid
of
too.
Uno and one of pick,
No, it wasn't even Uno. It's 2 numbers. It's
pick
4 and whatever.
Speaking of pick names out of a hat,
Yeah.
It was
we
just,
mentioned 9 other tag teams, and we picked the 2 random dudes from Dark Order.
Yeah.
Who no one knows who they are.
No, but let's put Sabian.
Dark Order could be 4 fucking
Let's
people.
put Sabian and freaking Miro in a match over an arcade game.
yeah, there was just a lot. For everything that AEW does right, they do so much wrong. So
you
much
know why
times.
they're doing the arcade game, right? They're pumping that Twitch stream.
Yeah,
Whatever.
But it
Miro and
doesn't
Sabian
connect
are
well.
big
Like
No,
the
it's
arcade
stupid.
game, like it's almost like you'd have to have them like there.
It wasn't even plugged in.
It was empty.
Yeah,
There was nothing in the game.
Yeah.
Except for the board.
So again, no ranking systems matter. They don't believe that arcade games should work. It's something. This whole show was a travesty,
Blasphemy.
and
Do they
it
hit
was.
Pac-Man? Do they hit Tetris?
Yeah, they do.
You know,
Whoa!
They're disrespecting the origins of gaming.
Tetris out of your.
And that whole night was the 1-year anniversary of Dynamite, and you picked names out of a hat.
Pat, thoughts? Question for you. Did you think that for the 1-year anniversary of Dynamite, that show was pretty fucking blah?
Yes.
For a show that had every title on the line. It was a
Didn't
yawner.
Didn't it go chalk the whole way? Wasn't it all champions?
Yeah.
What's the point?
There was one draw.
Oh, right.
Which,
yeah.
by the way, when Cody tried to get Orange Cassidy to actually wrestle, to lock up and stuff like that, I was like, this is the worst.
What are you
This is
doing?
Hey,
so
decide.
bad.
Are you gonna be legit in the ring, or are you gonna be a comedy act? Because it doesn't work both ways.
Unless you're going Weekend at Bernie's. Then I'm all in.
Yeah.
But
Someone
even then,
does something and then you turn into like the greatest wrestler of all
Like-
time. But it's a little too back and forth for
and
me.
then they start talking about how the Dark Order still wants a piece of Cody. Well, then Orange Cassidy's not winning in the rematch. He's gonna be a return match with Mr. Brody Lee. Like it's just
Everything they did was unpredictable on Wednesday, or was predictable
Yeah.
on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Going through motions.
This just screams filling time until they launch that tournament.
yeah.
That tournament that they really
Tournament's
want to do.
on Wednesday.
They're literally
Hold on.
filling airtime.
Eddie Kingston is sitting on commentary. Oh, well, I bet you. What's his name? Lance Archer is gonna win.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just dumb shit like that.
yeah. So it's just it was just pain in the ass. So now we'll go some rocket ships. Go back to Jordan. Jordan, your rocket ship for the week was.
Yes. My rocket ship for the week. This is going to be super out of left field, but this was the thing. Rocket ship could also mean thing that actually intrigued Jordan in wrestling this week. Xia Li needs a match on NXT.
Yeah.
Yes, he says, pretending to know who
I got-
Xia Li
She's
is.
all over my Instagram.
I got
feed.
some Yakuza vibes from the dude standing to the right. I got some I'm being forced to do. There's something like, it was just so like,
I'm gonna need
she
you
was
to
so
can
panicky.
you understand? Can you make me understand what you're talking about?
Oh, you didn't watch the show?
I don't know who this is.
Okay, so Xia Li is like a low level player on female on NXT
Okay.
right now. She comes up to William Regal.
Is she straight out of the Performance Center? Like,
I
is
think
she one of their products?
I can't remember. That I can't remember. But I do know she comes up and there's a tall, you know, I don't know, what are we, like, one of my, Asian man?
Asian,
Sure.
proper.
Tall Asian man. And she walks up to Regal and goes, Mr. Regal, I need a match this week. Have to have a match. And he's like, I'll take that under consideration. And the man beside her says something. She goes, no, I need a match. I absolutely have to have a match this week. He goes, I'll take that. And then the third time she's like, no, I'm telling you, like, I have to have a match at TakeOver soon. I have to have one. And just that, like, something about that, I was like, yeah, like,
color me intrigued.
yes, I was like, okay, like, why does she have to have a match? Why is this woman panicking so much? And it just, I know I'm gonna be disappointed in the end, but
I don't know. It's on NXT. I don't think you will be.
No, I don't know, because it was either between this for my rocket ship or I again enjoyed Killian and Drake.
Killian and Drake.
I enjoyed that, but I thought
good.
that was something where at the end I went,
Nobody
okay,
hits you but me.
You actually have my attention with Xylee.
You had my curiosity.
Yeah.
Now you have my
and
attention.
especially because it's like
That's great.
Nice
game.
reference.
if they can find a way to, again, it's like you have these wrestlers who can't really talk, so how, like, because of the language barrier, so how do you convey emotion and storyline in a minimal amount of words? And by God, are we off to a good start with
that
doing
was good.
that. So that's my rocket ship. I'm intrigued to see where this goes.
I'll go second again. So I went really general with the tag division on my wet bread. I'm gonna go a little bit more general, less general but still general with my rocket chips. So Hell in a Cell is on Sunday.
Bullshit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Remember when pay-per-views used to be something you like
No,
really
hang on, like this Sunday?
Yeah. Remember
Holy
when it
shit,
used to be
man,
like,
there were-
hey, blah blah blah's this time, blah blah blah. Now it's like every 2 weeks something's happened, like, or you don't give a shit.
But normally I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll PVR it, I'll watch. There are 2 matches on this card that have been built super well. They're in Hell in a Cell, and I'm really, really excited to watch them.
Oh, Bailey Sasha for sure.
Bailey Sasha.
Sasha.
She was great on the New Day pod this week. Watch it with video. She was really good with the video.
I have it on. I've got it queued up.
Yeah, don't watch it on YouTube. Don't watch it on. Don't listen to it.
But I thought they were rushing that, but I really like how they've done it. Sasha's kind of attitude and her intensity has really sucked me in.
My name is worth more than that belt.
Yeah, and Bailey.
It's hot in here.
I'm telling you, the podcast adds to that vibe. She did a great job
really?
stacking
She's a
it.
badass. She's
And
a badass.
Bailey, I didn't think she could pull off heel, but not only has she pulled off heel, I feel like she's a better heel than I thought. She was a great babyface. She's even
white
better
meat
heel.
babyface. I think there's more layers to her as a heel.
Yeah, she is fantastic, and her and Sasha work so well together.
Yeah.
And it's just
Talk
really
about a
good.
gimmick she'll never go back to, eh? Like
No.
hugging
But then
Bailey, like
the-
that's dead.
The other match, like, talk about the 2 stars of the pandemic, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say.
And he says
He's
it,
right.
and I have gotten bored of it once.
yeah,
No,
you're right. And
Their ambulance matches suck. They had a good ambulance
And the
match.
fact that the ambulance match
And now
wasn't
they're
the end of
putting-
the feud.
And it made sense. It
Yeah.
makes sense that it's not the end of the feud because Drew got help. Now they're gonna go in Hell in a Cell, and I fully expect these 2 gentlemen to beat the holy hell out of each other, and it to look brutal. I'll be very surprised if Drew doesn't come out on top, because I think they're planning towards something.
Drew's got you got to keep title on Drew for a long time. I'm all in on Drew McIntyre.
He's a star.
Yeah.
And Randy will only make him a better star. I think there's not too many guys that could really carry that belt and make it mean something without fans. Drew McIntyre, because he is just a fantastic. He if you're gonna drop a pro wrestler, Drew McIntyre might be what you drop.
Oh, it's the blueprint, 100%.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go Roman Reigns with that.
Oh, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso.
I sat there and was like, oh, Roman Reigns.
We
But
don't talk about that. It's like MJF.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's bad.
We talk about it every week.
Can I just
but we
tell,
don't talk
can I
about
tell
it.
you something that just made me sad? I don't think we're gonna get Royal Rumble entrance pops this year. I know we're not.
That's sad.
I
we
know.
won't get
I
debuted.
sat here and thought about Edge, and I
Edge
AJ
is the
style.
last true pop before
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's true.
yeah.
I mean, it was dusty in that room. It was real dusty in that room.
I just thought about how we have 3 great matches at Hell in a Cell, and then I was like, oh, what's the next thing I'm really looking forward to? Oh, yeah, Royal Rumble.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, but like Survivor Series for me has always been a so-so pay-per-view.
I think Vince is going to do whatever he can to put Royal Rumble outdoors with limited seating to have pops.
I mean, if you look at some of the college,
Makes
college football stadiums, are you telling me from this past weekend? I think Texas A&M looked fucking jacked.
Yeah,
like you're telling me you can't find even a 20,000 person outdoor stadium that'll allow you to do like
something.
Like go to Florida. Like you're telling me you can't figure this out. But don't go to Raymond James. Like that's where Tampa plays. But like the Buccaneers. But go like I don't know. Like don't go NFL stadium. Go like baseball. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like go
something where you can distance
Florida,
everybody. You can
both those fields suck.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think about like just a place where you can like outdoors in January. You can swing it. Like you can protect yourself from the weather. I don't know. I feel like there's something to be had there, and I don't know. I think it's about. I think
we're still talking January, so who knows where we're at come January.
I don't know. I think this is going to be the year where I don't think they're going to have any big pops. I think this is just the year you need a really good story told Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
and maybe
I agree with that.
Biggie. I think like if you want to really push them.
Let him win.
And let's see what shakes.
Look what he did for McIntyre. So
Rhea Ripley wins the women's one, right? You know.
Honestly, though, Jordan, you say that I don't.
I like it.
All right, gentlemen.
Let her redeem herself at Mania.
Gentlemen, shall I go?
Yeah. I mean, we're going really long, so let's just.
But here it is.
Where are we? Oh, 1:11. Yeah, but we got Flight and a Pine today, so.
So here it is. I canceled my rocket ship hours before we recorded. Dark Side of the Ring Season 3.
What was it going to be?
Doesn't matter. Dark Side of the Ring Season 3 has officially been announced.
14 episodes.
What?
Just hook it to my veins.
14. They added 4 more onto their 10.
Hook it to my veins.
They were probably saving that. They were probably saving that for, like, Vice probably said, like, hey,
we need you to travel.
Like, no, I was gonna say, like, typically they'll film a bunch, and then there'll be some that they'll, like, you don't use everything you film sometimes. And either they thought they had their content that lined up, like there was that good, or they wanted like they knew they got good color. From
Conrad Thompson said he like had a what was it?
Dark Side of the Podcast.
Dark Side of the Pod, where he interviewed the 2 guys, the creators, producers, whatever, and they said they had so much like 3 of the episodes they did this past season.
Were from the first season.
Yeah, that's what you do.
And I bet you they have at least 3 episodes almost in the can already.
Right.
So, and apparently they've gone to Japan.
So quick hitters.
Oh boy.
Stuff I would like to see
Pat
in season
has
3.
written... Oh, stuff. So this isn't stuff you know is coming, to clarify.
This is what I don't know what's coming.
They haven't announced.
They haven't announced anything. They have rumors, but this is what I want to see. An episode about China.
If they allow you to do it, you have to do it.
Plane Ride from Hell.
Yeah, that'd be
again.
A fun
If you can do it, you have to.
That'd
but you know
like
what though? Do you think that's too comical?
No,
because the Brawl for All was comical. Yeah. So
okay.
The one after that, if you don't know what it is, go look it up. Heroes of Wrestling event from October 10th, 1999.
No clue.
When Jake the Snake Roberts showed up, absolutely trashed.
Oh, you're gonna go into those,
yes.
Like there's a Jeff Hardy one you could do. There's a Randy Orton, or not Randy Orton.
I didn't know what to put
Ramon.
because I don't know enough about it, and I'm willing to plead ignorance. But I just put anything from Japan. I want a few episodes about Japanese wrestling.
I'm sure you could.
And then for some reason I wrote it down. I don't know if there's anything there, but I feel like he's such a big bitch, and he thinks he's hard done by. That would make for kind of like one of those. Wow, that's a really sad existence kind of life. Bruce Hart.
Yeah.
Who's Bruce Hart?
Bret Hart's. He's the oldest brother.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's like. He thinks in his mind.
He should have been Bret Hart.
He thinks in his mind that he is God's gift to wrestling. And that he's been so hard done by because Bret has taken all his spots.
Wow.
Originally, he tried to book himself into the Owen Hart spot at WrestleMania 10. And Vince was like, no, I need a young person. Owen's the guy.
Wow.
So there's a story there, and I don't know what it is.
I am not
He
shocked.
throws... Anytime you see him on a WWF event, you should see the potatoes he's throwing at these wrestlers.
Those potatoes, and he blatantly pushes himself into every frame.
Yeah.
Like, it's borderline sad. It's like, man, like, just give it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like? Okay, so those are. I'm trying to think of ones that like I would care to see, but I can't really.
I don't know if it's sad, but I don't know if there's enough there. Draws. I feel like there's a story there.
They've interviewed Draws a lot. I feel like they could do Draws.
Isn't he the guy who's in up in the chair?
Yeah.
The wheelchair?
Yeah.
And he's really upbeat about it, but I think just how much potential he had.
Yeah. And I think that one might be in the can because he was involved in the Brawl for All one.
Yeah.
There's no way you interview that guy that much and you can't do a story on him ending up in the chair.
I wouldn't mind
Steroid trial.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
But I don't know if you can get enough guys on that. But I wouldn't mind, like, he's such a dork. But Vince Russo.
I don't think
Vince
he's
Russo
a dark
in-
side, though.
Vince Russo in WCW. Yeah. There's that there. They
haven't touched on WCW a lot. I would love to
They're talking about
WCW.
doing the event. WCW went to South Korea. Apparently
Can
that
I
was a big
say
one.
that sounds you know how shows will have like I'm like a fan of Chef's Table and they'll do like Chef's Table barbecue. I feel like they're gonna do like Dark Side of the Ring and it's just gonna be WCW. It's gonna be one season of WCW.
WCW or WC or like Dark
Because
Side
the
of the Ring
reason
Japan.
you do that is it gives you a break so you can you can like do more work.
Because I just don't see.
Because 14 episodes, like I feel like they're kind of blowing their
I think
load.
this is it. I think this will be the last season.
Because that's like how many episodes total? I feel like that's like 30 something.
Yeah.
Well, they had 6,
6,
10,
10, and 14.
This would be 30.
Yeah, that's a
on the
lot.
nose.
I think you're pretty thin unless you go digging.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Well, that's the thing. I feel like you can tell some stories in Japan.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm very excited.
I'm
I saw
sure
that.
Mexico. I'm sure you
Oh,
could go.
Mexico, they could do a ton in Mexico.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of legs to it. I'm very excited about. My favorite thing about wrestling is
still have not brought myself to watch the Owen Hart one.
That's a tough one, man, but it's good. It's worth
I
it.
don't think that's the
His wife is an amazing person.
I don't think that's the hardest one to watch.
I think the hardest Chris Benoit.
Yeah, because Chris Benoit, you're seeing a bunch of guys who are conflicted about what he did versus what he was before he went down the terrible path. I think Jericho, one of the most heart-wrenching, like the one that got to me the most was Jericho went, I don't care what people say, I want to talk about my friend.
Yeah.
And it's like that's someone who like Jericho knew him and like he knew him before
Traveled with
everything
him.
went downhill, right?
Yeah.
And there was a man before the brain damage and the steroid use who was probably or documented like a good guy, and then there's a flip and something happens and then you do something that's
quick
terrible.
thing about the Chris Benoit thing. Like I think there's so many layers that we'll never get the answers to on that one.
We don't need them all.
We don't need them all, but I just there's stuff they illustrated. I think the layers.
The way he ended his life, he was a monster.
By that point.
Yeah.
By that point, but I think there was stuff that piled on and piled on and piled on.
Eddie's death was a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely
you want to know when that breaking point was.
Yeah, you could do it. Yeah, it's one of those. It's a straw that broke the camel's back scenario, right? It's not like one day he woke up and he was a tyrant. Like he had Eddie's death, and there was probably numerous different things, accumulated blows to the head, probably some pre-existing conditions, steroid use. All these things make a perfect cocktail of a sad story.
But that just proves that Dark Side of the Ring, those guys tell a hell of a story.
Do they ever?
I'm intrigued with every episode.
In 42,
they've only had
45 minutes, man. They clean that
They've
out.
had one bad episode, and it wasn't even their fault. It was just not a lot there. It was just the Road Warriors. That's my least favorite episode.
And that one,
I thought a lot of that was out in the open.
And it was also just they wanted to do that story. It was.
I'm glad they did it before we lost Animal.
Yeah.
Because that would have sucked. That would have sucked to go back and look at it.
Joe Laurinaitis was actually he reached out to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably too, because he wanted to talk about his partner and talk about it truly.
Yeah. So that was something to look forward to there. Hopefully by that time we can go out and see people and be in places. But that was a nice. Let's
2025.
Yeah. So a little bow on that one when we come back. A contentious flight and a pint.
Let's go.
We'll be back.
This is dangerous, JR. This is real dangerous.
All right, boys.
I like that one.
back for one more segment. My personal favorite segment.
One more segment.
We are going to do, Jordan, what are we going to do today?
We are going to do a flight and a pint. You're going to go to the shelf of podcasts. You're going to go to this part and you're going to go hide like a flight of these podcasts. Then you're going to go, you know what? That flight was so good. We're also going to obtain a pint. We're going to get a pint of our favorite part of the flight, and we're going to do a flight and a pint of Wrestling Managers. A flight and a pint of Wrestling Managers.
Because we want to challenge ourselves.
We had to find 15, and by God, I think we did.
15? Is that 15?
3 by 5?
Oh shit! Yeah, math. I was wondering. I was like, why is it so hard to find 25? Like, we don't need 25.
Because you're making a big
18.
list.
Yeah.
I got 5. Please don't pick the top 5.
All right. Well,
The Google machine went overdrive.
let's find out who's going to pick first.
Oh, what are you doing? Okay, let me make sure we're.
What's going
Hold
on
on,
here?
don't talk. I have to pick this up.
Hello.
Mike Gagne.
Oh my God.
Yes, what's
This
up?
is Pat Gagne. You're live. Oh, Mom, can you hang up the phone? God damn it. This is the Pat Gagne. You're live on Bros, Bumps, and Beers.
Holy cow, really?
Yeah.
I didn't phone in or anything.
No, well, you're a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah.
So yes, we have we're about to do a flight and a pint of Wrestling Managers.
Okay.
Okay, and we would like you to pick the order we will be picking.
Oh, what order as in you, Jordan, and Matt?
Yes.
And Jordan is not
Well,
Drew, Dad.
You have to go by the oldest. That would be Matt.
Okay.
And I think you and then Jordan.
Okay, so you're gonna.
There's heavy family favoritism. Heavy family favoritism here.
So once again,
That's
you've
decided.
decided that we will go Matt, Pat, and Jordan.
Right, because it rhymes too, right?
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
absolutely,
right.
absolutely. Yeah. So we thank you for that.
Dad, hold on before you go. So I go first. Who's got to go first for managers?
I just said.
No. But like, which manager goes first?
Well, Bobby Heenan.
Ah,
Okay.
You know
All
what?
right.
He's right.
He's right.
He's right.
Romano.
Okay. Whoa.
We don't name drop here, Mike.
I think we just made Mike's night because on Wednesdays he'll be like, I'll get to hear myself on the podcast tomorrow. All right. Thanks for your help, Dad. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.
That worked out better than I
That
thought.
was amazing.
Yeah, so Matt, Pat, and Jordan rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And-
rhymes.
Because that rhymes, right?
Yeah, your dad. A+ in poetry. For sure.
All right, Matt. So are you gonna go with Dad's pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bobby Heenan.
That's the only pick, right?
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
the Heenan family is
I
iconic.
think this might be the most agreeable we'll ever be.
I mean, just as a personality in general. I mean, if you take
As
Bobby,
a commentator.
if you take Bobby Heenan out of matches, it doesn't have the same value.
There's a lot of guys. Like I watched Saturday Night's Main Event this past weekend, and Haku was in Bobby Heenan's family. Haku would have been awful
Yeah.
without Bobby Heenan. Like, he literally said 3 words in a promo. Bobby Heenan said the rest, and I was like, man, I want to see Haku against Roddy Piper.
What was that famous line Heenan had? He's like, if you stay with me, I'll take you straight to the top.
Yeah,
If you're not with me, you'll never be heard from again.
yeah.
Chilling. Love that. That's my favorite Bobby
Chilling.
Heenan quote. I think I even got it. I think I nailed it.
The fact that, by the way, that Dad, like, right off the top of his head was like, Bobby Heenan. I was like,
But then he got looks like, Luabado's pretty good too. He was like trying to impress us
Yeah,
with who he had.
He's not even on my list.
Oh, that's stupid, man.
You're stupid.
So I had a tough decision. I was like, if I get first, that's an easy pick. Second, third, I think is kind of interchangeable for me. I want to take him, but I'm going to go with someone else because I do feel that in the last 10 years he has become
Shit!
he has become the most
You're
important.
no, you can't take this guy over the other guy.
I'm going to. Paul Heyman is my selection.
You're wrong.
You can say that.
No,
But I
those are the
think
only 2 I really knew.
for the
He's
casual fan, you watch him and that is a promo to its very.
But you're wrong because he's not a manager.
He's an advocate. Now, he also believes that when CM Punk was in the Hell in a Cell, he should have defeated every member of the match using the Anaconda Vice. That's all my Paul Heyman I got.
This is true.
I mean, it's an easy pick for me. I think he just, without Brock Lesnar, without Paul Heyman at any point in his career,
Oh.
we saw him without Paul Heyman, and it was a fucking disaster. So, easy pick for me. He makes the last biggest draw in wrestling relevant and gives him a voice.
And he's also been put with a guy that doesn't really need a manager currently.
But he puts him back on
You're
that
using
one.
the cachet now. You're using what Paul Heyman's built over the years.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Shit.
Jordan, like, I can give you the next pick.
Well,
It's one of two guys.
I know it's two people who I'm going to go back to back. The problem is I don't know this well enough, and there's a decent chance I'm not going to pick the person you think I should pick. So I'm just going to pick
Jordan.
Jimmy Hart,
No, that's a good pick.
the Mouse of the South.
That's Pat. Was that who you're going to pick?
Because I know who
he
he is, and I know that in a given night, he's the only manager I've ever seen manage like 5 different people in 8 matches.
I think the best thing about
And
Jimmy
change
was
his
he was
jacket.
actually some guys' managers. Like in
actual-
real life.
Yes. And the other one I'm going to pick is Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
Again, I know, but here's
Jordan,
the
I
deal.
respect both those
You guys
picks.
came out, you said managers, and I went, oh shit. I know like 5.
Now-
And the problem is then, to me, a manager, okay, so here's my wrestling industry. Like, I came up in the industry, or when I was watching wrestling, when like, managers were just like the woman who came out to the ring.
The Valley.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't think that's a manager. I think that's like an air. Well, yes and no. Some were. Like, I think Scarlett Bordeaux, for example, is a manager. In the traditional sense of what a manager does, which is enhance talent.
Yeah.
But I think for a long time it was like, hey.
or speak for them.
Yes, but then I think there was a long time where it's like, hey, let's just put like some hot looking lady with this dude and off we go.
Which I think you picked 2 guys there that
And
really elevated their
so I
talent.
know those 2 were there. I know they're both iconic, and I remember both of them for doing distinct things. For like Paul Bearer early in his career being a key part in the Undertaker's gimmick, and then Jimmy Hart helping a lot of different guys.
But you know what, you say you just put a really attractive woman with a guy. I think by the end of this draft, that's what we're going to be picking.
That's why I was like getting to
because
the
it got
list.
so
Like,
many
there's not
managers.
that many.
So for me, you picked 2 guys that were in my top 10.
Okay, well, that's good enough for me.
but-
This is going to be a very humble Jordan fight of mine, because I'm like, I don't know.
Only one of your guys was above the guy I'm about to pick.
Is it Freddie de Blassie?
No, Freddie de Blassie.
Is it Freddie Blassie?
Why don't you just take a seat? Okay?
Sorry, guys.
It for me,
Oh, I know where you're going.
big fan of his work later on, and then he came in when wrestling wasn't super hot. It wasn't the Attitude Era, but it was just before, and then he was kind of a part of the Attitude Era for a little bit. Jim Cornette.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I actually saw Jim Cornette's name and didn't pick him on purpose. I have a bit of a disavow with Jim Cornette. Not a huge fan of his. I'm not a big fan of his. I couldn't do it.
I would say about a year ago.
I don't like him.
I was listening to the Jim
Don't
Cornette
like him.
Experience and the drive-through with Jim Cornette every week. And then at one point, I think I texted Matt and I said something to him about wrestling, and I went, "Holy shit! I have to stop listening to Jim Cornette because I'm turning into Jim Cornette."
Yeah, it was
I
bad.
hated everything.
Yeah. I'm not. He hates. I think he does it. He's the.
It's a gimmick. It is a gimmick.
He's the Stephen A. Or no. You know what? Stephen A. Smith is self-aware. He's the Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Right.
So here's my thing with
Yeah,
Jim
he's the
Cornette.
Skip Bayless of wrestling, and I hate
The
him
Midnight
for
Express
it.
were his biggest team, and he really was a part of that.
Jim Cornette he's never come to terms, and you could see it in his work with WWE. He's never come to terms with the fact that territory wrestling is dead.
I also feel like let me know if I'm off base with a lot of this. I feel like he resents Pritchard. For Pritchard kind of seems like he's...
No, he understands that Pritchard on his
That's
show.
a criminal beer pour, by the way.
Every time.
Pritchard,
I know,
he understands.
Pat
Jim
Canport.
Cornette understands that Bruce Pritchard is doing a gimmick on his show, as much as Jim Cornette's doing a gimmick on his show. He hates Vince Russo, and
Yes,
rightfully
that-
so.
I
I think
think
Vince Russo might
that's-
be the biggest piece of shit in wrestling.
That's legit.
But I think as a manager, he managed the Midnight. He did Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and he was heavy involved in that. Came back, and he was Yokozuna's mouthpiece, and I think he did really good work with that.
Yeah.
And he came back briefly when the NWA invasion happened, and he was kind of a mouthpiece for that too. I just think he's timeless, and I think it'd be a criminal not to
And
put him in
see,
your top
I think
6.
he's a little bit timed out.
It doesn't work now. I think there was talks about him coming back and managing FTR, and I'm like, that wouldn't work for me.
I prefer Tully with him. I think Tully's a little bit more...
He's a big MJF guy. He always calls MJF his...
the last...
No, he says it's the son I probably had during my territory days that I never met as my son. So,
Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
so Matt, you're up for 2 now.
I'm going to go... Okay, so I'm at 6 and 7. Whew.
It's tough now.
Yeah, now I'm looking at the list and I'm like, Okay, so I know who I'm going to pick, my next 2 picks. One of which I'll get there. So number 6, I think Mr. Fuji.
Sure.
Mr. Fuji, so 2 things. Number 1, this is a guy that was actually in the business as far as like a wrestler. He had like a career as a wrestler.
Training. Lots of
I think the only guy that actually wrestled that we have talked about in the top 6 was Paul Bearer. He wrestled a little bit.
Percy Pringle.
Yeah, Percy Pringle in Memphis. But Mr. Fuji was a wrestler. Him in the late 80s, he was kind of that guy.
He was manager to everybody.
Manager for everybody, but also manager of a lot of like the big time tag teams of that era.
Yeah, and
the heel tag.
Fuji can take a bump, and that's important for some managers. They have to be able to take a bump.
Heenan got really good at taking a manager bump, and so did Jimmy Hart.
Mm-hmm.
But then later on, when I really got into wrestling with the Yokozuna and stuff like that, his managing of Yokozuna, he was actually his handler, which is a terrible word, but
he bathed Yokozuna.
Yeah, he literally bathed Yokozuna. He fed Yokozuna. He made sure that Yokozuna was comfortable wherever he went, and I think that's like an honorable thing. And
that's what a manager's supposed to do.
Yeah, and he was actually his manager. Like it's the stories you hear. It's crazy, and the rib stories. The stuff that he used to do in the room.
He's a huge ribber.
He's a prick. Oh my god.
I'm surprised he hasn't been
hilarious.
shot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now number 7. This guy is 80s as they come. And he's on I'm picking him this high because, well, he just managed everyone. The Dr. Style Slick.
You're fucking kidding me, right?
Well, that was your next pick, eh?
No.
Why?
No, you take Slick. You take the Slick.
Oh, no, I left her there.
Too late. You already took him.
No.
You already took Slick.
Is his name Slick?
On the
I
board.
have no clue who you're talking about.
I like Slick, though.
Yeah, I can't believe
I have no clue.
missed her. I was like looking at him now.
I can't believe you just picked Slick. If we had a freaking vote, you are last because you picked Slick.
No, but Slick's good.
Oh my god.
Slick managed everybody.
Here's the best part. I don't know who Slick is. I also have I think a 5% chance of guessing who Pat's talking about with the next 2 women. Anyways.
So Slick was like the guy. He managed.
Unless it's Miss Elizabeth, like that's a tap-in, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you?
I was like,
Slick.
Miss Elizabeth didn't say a word.
Okay, are you done?
All right.
Yeah,
Pat,
you're
go
picking
on.
Miss
Pat,
Elizabeth?
that's who I thought you were talking about.
Miss Elizabeth.
Did I just usurp Pat or Matt as a knowledgeable wrestling mind?
No.
The fact that I know who. Like,
Miss
Matt,
Elizabeth
you did.
not
You
who I
picked
meant.
Slick.
Hey Pat, actually, I'm sorry that Matt fucked up his pick so
Thank you.
bad.
Miss Elizabeth didn't say a word.
It's not about what she said. It's about
Slick actually elevated mid
Did
card
she
talent.
enhance?
Yeah.
She was the
Mega Power. She's a centerpiece in the Mega Power story.
Because Vince liked the way she looked.
Macho Man. Sure, it's his
We just
wife.
talked about guys walking.
Yeah, but
with
Matt, that's
good-looking
everybody.
girls.
Vince has to like the way you look to do
here's the deal.
anything ever.
If you watch,
Well, the
the
Warlord
baseline.
looked like he was gonna pop, and he never won a
look, man, here's
championship.
the thing. Here's the thing with Miss Elizabeth.
Listen, you can't go 15-1
If
without taking
every
a few
time
losses. Or one loss.
Miss Elizabeth was the damsel in distress at all times. Jake the Snake. When Jake the Snake got physical with her, that was the first time she ever.
I'm not saying you're
Can
wrong.
I finish? Let me finish.
You
No.
kind of are. You kind of saying he's wrong.
What?
He's kind of saying you're wrong.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
you're
not
wrong.
saying you're wrong,
I can't
but-
believe. I'm
saying
sorry.
you're wrong. You're just not right.
You know what? You picked Mr. Fuji, and I went, okay. He went with the smart guy pick. He's gonna pick Miss Elizabeth. So that she's
No,
not in the
that
top
wouldn't
6.
even been my pick. Now that I look
I
at
almost
it.
took Miss Elizabeth at number 2.
That would
That
have
would've been
been
a reach.
blast.
No, it
That
would
would've
not
been
have been.
rich. Yeah, that would've been
one
rich.
of the most iconic women talent in wrestling history.
You could not be more wrong.
Oh my! I can't. You picked Slick. Jordan's gonna pick somebody. He's not even know who they are. He's gonna pick Slick.
I'm gonna pick a
We're
name out of
talking,
a
we're
hat.
talking managers.
She managed one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
She didn't even manage him. She just walked
Is
out
there
with him.
Dark Side of the Ring about Slick?
There could be.
I don't know if we should use that for good things. I don't know if we're.
But she's that important. Fucking Slick.
Well, Slick probably. Anyway,
The
I'm
Dr.
not gonna
Style.
say that, actually. Is it my turn?
Yeah,
please
for
go.
two.
All right, I'm rapidly scrolling through available names. Okay, so
Pick pick Freddie de Blasi.
No, I don't know.
Freddie Blasi's brother?
Okay, so, excuse me. I'm just gonna. Okay, so there's a gentleman by the name of J.J. Dillon.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
That's a better pick than Slick.
According to multiple websites, wasn't he a main guy for? Was it Billy Graham? No.
No, he was the second voice. He was the second voice of the Horseman.
Who was the Billy Graham guy? I think his name was like the Grand Wizard or something.
Yeah, Grand Wizard.
Don't pick him.
Disavow. Actually, I think he did it as a like he did it as like a shot at the Ku Klux Klan. Dead serious. Like not just.
I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure that's what I read, but I'm just gonna disavow that entire.
J.J. Dillon, yeah. I mean, like Horseman was ahead of its time. I think a little bit.
So J.J. Dillon's done. I feel like I probably should have did this in reverse order, but I'm trying to think back because I liked what you did with Miss Elizabeth. My brain is telling me it's not on this list, but there was like Sensational Sherry.
Yeah.
And she did something with like Shawn Michaels to really help him get over at some point.
She was also.
I know I'm really selling.
She was
this.
also much more.
I know I'm selling this hard for the.
She was also much more important to the Macho Man than Miss Elizabeth.
Okay, I'm picking Sensational Sherry.
If you could, hang on. We'll just hang on that. We took Slick and traded her in for Miss Elizabeth.
I should have taken Sensational Sherry.
No, you should have taken not Slick. Anybody but not Slick.
I like
Teddy Long could have gone there.
Yeah, I would have said Teddy Long is a better pick than Slick.
Oh my God! Don't take him. That please.
Teddy Long is not a better pick
Oh
than Slick.
my
I think I just got my last pick.
Slick
Anyways,
managed everybody. Absolutely everybody.
I'm taking
make him good.
I'm taking Sensational Sherry because according to this website I quickly typed in, she was also part of the Harlem Heat, and that's all I need to know. That lady's
one of the
down.
most iconic Mike slips ever.
Yeah, that lady's down with the cause. So that lady does it for the culture. So Pat,
I can't believe you picked fucking Slick.
I still don't know.
I can't believe you.
Look, Matt, you've been. I will give you tons of credit. Since we started doing these Pints in a Pint, you have been steady Eddie. I don't think I can name. I give you a lot of shit. I don't think I can name a bad pick.
Kenneth Wayne Johnson.
Yeah, but you picked Slick. If you could, that Slick's. You know what? It's my fifth pick. I got no one left. I'll take Slick.
No, you know what?
Third on my team.
I watched Saturday Night's Main Event. And I was like, man, Slick was cool.
Yeah, okay.
He did win a Slammy Award
it.
for Best Personal Hygiene in 1987.
I'm also on a
Big and
big
true.
Saturday Night's Main Event kick, and Slick's on a lot of them.
Holy
Well,
shit. Well,
I'm glad I got through 4 of these.
the next guy I'm going to pick, this is another, I thought a tap in. I thought someone was going to take him.
You're wrong.
Paul Ellering.
He managed one team.
The tag team of the 80s and 90s.
I definitely was going to pick him next.
So Paul Ellering. You're going to pick Paul Ellering after Slick? What the fuck are you doing tonight?
I've heard of everyone except for J.J. Dillon and Slick. Like, I don't know who
Then
Slick
you
is.
picked J.J. Dillon.
Yeah, because I don't know who anybody is. Slick is a pick I should have made. Like, Slick is a Jordan pick.
I want to call Dad and tell him you picked Slick.
I don't know who Slick is.
You should just call your dad back. Maybe he thinks Slick rhymes with wagon. I don't know. It's just fucking some random shit.
Holy shit, K-Man, who are you going to pick now?
You know what, guys?
You going to pick
Slick?
Matilda the Bulldog? Or what?
Slick was a good pick. See what
I
I
see
did
what you did there.
there? See what I did there? All right. Oh my God, these are my last 2 picks. This is bad now.
Slick.
No, it was bad. It was probably bad before.
That's bad. The ship has sailed for bad.
Well,
Was Slick his so he had first pick, right? So
Yeah.
was Slick the third pick or Matt's second pick?
That's third pick.
No,
Okay,
he's
I
the
was gonna say
seventh
at
pick.
least he's in the third
it was
round.
the 7th pick. All right. So based on Pat's definition of a manager, this next pick is going to
This
be
guy managed a lot of guys, right?
no. This guy no. Based on your definition,
Pat's reaction is making this right now. I have no clue who
based
Slick
on
is.
Pat's definition, the person doesn't need
We're
to
getting
say
technical,
anything,
bitch.
needs to just stand there and can enhance talent.
Oh, Christ.
So
we're
Virgil
getting very-
will be
we're getting very spicy.
my 12th pick.
Virgil?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm literally looking at a list.
What's the difference? What's the difference between Virgil and Miss Elizabeth?
Mystique?
Oh, boy.
Mystique?
Oh boy.
Beauty?
Mystique. Virgil was a good-looking dude.
Oh my God, Virgil. He picked
You still have yet to convince me that Miss Elizabeth
I'm gonna
and Virgil
come
were
not
different.
last in a debate I have no business
Matt,
coming in.
You guys are
second.
ignoring the question.
Matt,
Virgil and Miss Elizabeth.
Matt,
Explain the difference.
Your argument is so ridiculous. I'm not even going to dignify it with you pick Slick. That you know what? For the rest,
Stop going after Slick. I'm now asking you why Virgil and Miss Elizabeth
Leave
are different.
Slick alone!
What? So you're comparing the Virgil and Ted DiBiase breakup to Miss Elizabeth and the Mega Powers and her role in that.
Okay, so people cried when
People felt
when that whole like Ultimate Warrior.
Virgil was so bad after that breakup that
He
they had
threw
to...
the most devastating jabs in the history of wrestling.
No, that's
Wrong.
not true.
Shane
It's
McMahon exists.
all day.
Wrong. Shane McMahon exists.
Yeah.
Also, if you watched, speaking of Shane McMahon, Kurt
Quit
Angle's,
deflecting. You pick Slick.
Kurt Angle's Broken Skull sessions, Shane throws a fucking potato at him in that King of the Ring match, and Kurt is mad about it.
Okay, man. Pick your last pick and tell us why it should have been Slick.
I don't know. I'm so over
He's
this.
on tilt. That fourth pick, Virgil's a tilt pick. You need to come back. Stop fucking 2 times raising on the flop.
Okay, here we
What
go.
do you
Lita.
Okay.
Was Lita a manager though?
She's
Like-
more of a she's more of a good manager than fucking Slick.
Yeah, but like Lita is
You're just mad because you wanted Lita.
No, for real, I have 2 other people I'd put ahead of Lita. I don't think Lita was a wrestler who happened to be Matt Hardy's girlfriend. Like, she wasn't...
But she enhanced matches.
Yeah, okay, I mean...
Give-
Not in the traditional way a manager would, but yeah. Yeah, no, I don't disagree.
She took
Is
bumps.
Mike Dudley a manager?
Nah.
No, he's a
Okay.
talent.
Is Rhino a manager?
Damn it.
Okay, well... Whoops!
Okay, guys. Other than Bobby Heenan and Mr. Fuji, I lost this one.
So next episode, does Matt produce, and do I have to watch whatever this retro review is?
Yeah, I
since
think that'd be fun.
Okay, no, dead serious. An episode where you guys don't watch a retro review, but I watch it and tell
Okay,
you
so
guys about it.
pretty much you'd
What if it was? Oh my god, no! What if it was a fucking segment where I watch a pay-per-view and have to describe it to you, and you have to tell me what the pay-per-view is? I feel like that would be the funniest thing. It's like some pay-per-view
actually
from
be fun.
1992 where I'm like, all right, so there's like
God.
a guy, and there's another guy who's a super racist stereotype because it's 90s or 80s wrestling.
Tatanka.
It's the time. Oh, fuck.
Holy cripes.
Holy crap.
He picked Slick.
I have my last 2 picks are.
This one is kind of just a preference thing. Who you want to pick, who you feel was important. I don't know. I always thought he was really annoying and kind of like added to the whole RVD shtick. I'm going to go Bill Alfonso. I find like, I don't know. He's in there like a dirty shirt all the time. He had that one really good match with
He's a
Beulah McGillicuddy. What's up, Fenway?
Why are you sniffing the microphone?
Because it smelled bad. It smells like shit after he picked Slick. But yeah, I'll pick
Wow.
Bill Alfonso just out of, there's an honorable mention I want to pick, but I don't know enough about him to even pick him, so I'm just not going to,
Okay, I'm just gonna take Freddie Blassie last.
Freddie Blassie, okay.
Yeah, because he was.
Speaking of not knowing who the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, that happened with J.J. Dillon. Like
you
2
pencil
picks ago.
neck geek.
Oh, is he the one who said that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Never mind. Love the guy. And that's gonna be my last pick.
Now,
'cause
just to help you out, Jordan, these are some people
Captain
that
Lou Albano.
no, these are some people
Yeah,
that
that's a good one.
Freddie Blassie managed.
Okay.
Nikolai Volkov,
Okay.
Adrian Adonis,
Know who he is.
Jesse Ventura,
Know who he is.
Iron Sheik,
Know who he is.
and early Hulk Hogan.
I've heard of him. Yes. Disavow.
So honorable mentions. I mean, there was a genius out there, Harvey Whippleman.
Probably could have taken him over Slick.
No, Slick is better than everybody I'm saying now.
Are you sure?
Sonny,
Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero.
Oh, okay.
I almost
Let's
picked-
talk about it. Vicky Guerrero was.
I almost took her.
Yeah, she's pickable. She's pickable.
I just
Excuse
couldn't.
me.
She's so
By the way,
annoying.
talk about the death of like, hey guys, Vicky Guerrero's coming to AEW.
Yeah. Well, she's still there.
Yeah, but I mean,
Ted DiBiase
I didn't
in
really
the
count.
mid-90s.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Captain Lou Albano, just because he managed the British Bulldogs and he was part of Rock
wasn't
and
he
Wrestling.
the thing he was most known for was doing that shit with Cyndi Lauper?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the Rock and Wrestling.
Right.
Sable.
That kind of goes back to that thing I was saying.
Yeah. The Grand
That
Wizard,
was
you
a-
can't. Whatever it's based on, I don't know. I never heard that.
To my understanding,
Yeah.
it was a shot.
He was
at the
actually
Ku Klux Klan.
the manager of Stan the Man Stasiak, who actually
Because he was a
ended
heel manager, right?
Pedro Morales' 1,027-day title reign.
Wasn't he a heel manager?
Yes.
So I think he did it as like a spoof,
Yeah.
which is ballsy. If that's true, like you have some nuts.
Did we say Teddy Long?
No, I had mentioned it, but Teddy Long wasn't picked.
There's another one from
We're just rabbit
Scott
holing
D'Amore. D'Amore?
D'Amore.
That's
Yeah,
maybe that's
TNA.
D'Amore.
He's from TNA.
Sure.
I was watching a Clash of
Arn
Champions.
Anderson with
I mean-
Cody. No, I'm just kidding. I have
Arn and
no
Tully,
clue.
Arn and Tully could, I think, get
I
up
have
there.
no clue.
Zelina Vega, I think,
Yeah,
is another
I think
one.
the only true.
I put Lana.
Lana.
the one who I think has a chance to do something long term just because the talent she's with is such a weapon is Scarlett Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Because I think Karrion Kross is someone who could be around for a long time.
I don't know. I wanted you guys to give your 2 cents on this one. I wrote as my last one MVP.
I was just gonna say,
Is he a manager of the Hurt?
but if he
the Hurt business?
morphs over, like, because his wrestling career is at the tail end.
You know what the problem is? He's not going to carry. The modern wrestling world doesn't allow him. Like, he's not going to
No.
stay long enough
They've
to
gone
have.
He's
away
also,
from
he's
that.
also
The
too
manage-
big. I'm a firm believer
The
that
long-term manager is dead. It's
Yeah.
really
I
dead.
feel like managers need to be smaller or like visibly weaker than anybody out there.
I mean, we're missing the last true manager in wrestling right now is in NXT.
Robert.
Robert Stone.
Robertson.
Yeah, that could be.
That's the last, like, if we're talking,
you-
like, he's almost like a spoof of he's a modern
Yeah.
spoof of a manager.
Yeah. Robert Stone.
He
for
should
sure.
manage the Young Bucks, and it should just be an all spoof. It should just be like a spoof.
They should
factory.
just super kick Robert Stone after every
You know,
match.
Yeah,
who,
just
you know
move
who,
everything.
who should manage the Young Bucks? Slick,
Oh yeah,
because they're all shit.
yeah.
This will be the last
That's unbelievable.
episode.
So to quickly review, I'm going to do Matt's last. Jordan
I
picked,
came second.
Jordan
Yeah.
picked Jimmy Hart, Paul Bearer, J.G. Dillon, Sensational Sherry, and Freddie Blassie.
How about I came first?
Pat picked Paul Heyman, Jim Cornette, Miss Elizabeth, Paul Ellering, and Bill Alfonso.
No, I came second.
And
Matt fucked
That
up.
is- that
Fucked up picking Bobby Heenan first. Matt picked like that's the equivalent
so,
of picking like
Big Mike Gagne picked Bobby Heenan for Matt.
that's like picking like Pat had to pick Heisman's or Matt
So
had to pick
here's a
Heisman's.
question.
You're talking 4 runners. Here you go, Halo Fish. 4 runner. He went Mr. Fuji.
He's a good
Slick.
Mr. Fuji's too high.
Yeah, way too high.
Way too high.
Virgil and Lita.
Wow.
Matt, I'm sorry you
What
had to pick
happened?
those
You
people.
choked worse than the Packers did on Sunday.
Okay, so can I ask a question? If I had gone,
Matt was winning 28-3 at halftime against the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Falcons.
You are the Falcons.
You set up
Falcons.
Bobby
If you had
Heenan.
Bobby Heenan.
Bobby
you-
Heenan, you almost couldn't do
Okay,
no
so
wrong.
if I had gone, let's just go this. If I had gone,
Hold on. Do it this way. Read my picks after Matt's.
No. Like,
Read my picks after Matt's. Who'd I pick?
You picked when you picked Mr. Fuji, Matt. That was on the way back. You had picked Paul Bearer.
Okay, so Paul Bearer ahead of Slick.
Yeah.
Like look below Slick and how many everyone
okay,
goes
but
ahead
can you guys let me ask
except for
the question?
Alfonso maybe.
Yeah, they were all way better.
So if I would have gone Bobby Heenan, Sensational
You know when
Sherry,
you're doing
Yeah.
revisionist history right after drafting, you've done.
You
fucked
suck.
up.
I
Yeah,
don't. Guys, I'm fully aware.
his hat's off. He's sweating.
Bobby Heenan, Sensational Sherry,
Yeah.
Mr. Fuji,
Yeah.
then gone Slick. At
No,
4.
there's no. There's
I think
no
Slick's
then-
a 5. Slick's an easy
Slick's
5.
like Slick's.
Slick's an iconic manager.
To who?
Anyone who watches wrestling from the late 80s,
No, they're thinking like Sensational Sherry or Bobby Heenan.
no, they're still thinking Slick. He was a mid-card gem.
You're really pushing this Slick pick, eh?
So
I picked him too high. I'm fully aware I picked him too high, but
who went in the last round? Like I picked Freddie.
Blassie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Matt, you could take Freddie Blassie.
Freddie Blassie goes above
No,
Slick.
no, I would have picked.
Everything I've read puts Freddie Blassie above Slick. Slick wasn't on any of the 6 websites I looked
would
at
have
while
picked Slick
recording
at
this.
12. If I had picked Sensational Sherry, I would have gone Slick at 12.
Well, I mean, Pat, what do we say? Like, I don't even know who Slick is, and I'm.
Well, Jordan, you know what we say? We apologize. This
Yeah, you're
podcast will
right.
now is coming to an end.
Pat, I'm sorry that you had to hear Matt pick Slick.
I appreciate your apology. Matt?
Do you have anything
It's
you want to
okay.
say to me?
I don't apologize. for
I
anything.
apologize that you had to find out who Slick was.
Thank you.
Too early. Like, he's a good manager, but, like, 5th pick.
Yeah, I mean, if we did a flight and a pint and a pint and a pint and a pint and a pint, like, yeah, maybe Slick would have come in
Well,
on.
maybe that's what I was going for.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I think we'll wrap it up after that atrocity. You can follow us all on Untapped, at JSCO55, at Gagne Matt with
Slick's a good pick.
2T. No Slick in that, though.
No
2T,
Slick.
but no Slick.
And at Pat Gagne. You can follow us on Instagram, at Bros Bumps and
Whatever.
Beers, AND. And you can follow us on Twitter, at
Lion
Bros
Kid's
Bumps
a good
Beers.
movie.
It's the
Bells of Smoke.
what do What
And
about
Disney's
Applebee's?
racist.
Anything about Applebee's?
Applebee's is a great restaurant.
So we will see you next
Hot
week.
take, Slick is a
Oh,
good
yeah,
manager.
This is complete tilt.
We will see you next week here on Bros, Bumps,
you.
and
I
Not
wonder if the
Slick.
Cowboys hit the